Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, what a day of football we're going to be in here for today. Monday night doubleheader. You know, I've had my takes about the Monday night doubleheader. I get it, right? It is nice just having the one game on. It really is. It really is. But you know what? Sometimes you get a night like tonight where, I don't know. I can understand if people are going to decry this slate. There's no barn burner, right? There's no matchup between two teams with winning records. Maybe a bit of a letdown from Bills Lions last night. But man, I don't know. The Minnesota Vikings are playing football under the lights in prime time with the chance to control their own destiny. And then I got my wish. I got my wish. The football gods answered my prayers. We are getting the Desmond Ridder revenge game. Let's go. Desmond Ridder playing the Falcons in prime time. Both these games going on, and it's going to be a good one. Hope you guys are all doing well. You know the drill, right? Just feel free to say hello and chat if you're in here. We've already got Lovato in here. Welcome back to the stream, Lovato, saying hello, my brother. Great to see you again. And go Vikings. We have a shot to be the best in the NFC. You know, there's a little bit of a crack. There's a little bit of a window, right? Lions lose yesterday. There's a slight opening. Maybe, just maybe, that Week 18 showdown to Detroit might be for the division, might be for the number one seed. We'll see. And obviously, a lot of things happening with the Lions roster in the past, 12 hours, which that just sucks, right? I mean, losing Aleem McNeil, losing David Montgomery, losing Carlton Davis. They lost one of their DB too. His name is escaping me right now. But yeah, they have been brutalized by injury. It is tough, man, right? You never want to see it come down to that. They're already dealing with Hutch being out and Davenport being out and all that. But yeah, especially David Montgomery, man. He's the heart and soul of that offense in some ways. But the Vikings got to take care of business here too. That's the other thing, right? I mean, you know my whole spiel, right? Vikings and Bears, that is not a normal matchup ever. That's just, there's never a normal game. Vikings Bears Monday night, kind of a cursed game, right? We think about last year, right? Some of you might know what I'm talking about. The Josh Dobbs game, right? That was Monday night. Everyone's like, yeah, Josh Dobbs, you know, it's going to be awesome. We're in our throwback alternates, right? We win. We got a shot to sneak into the playoffs. This is going to rock so hard. And then Dobbs throws 4 ugly interceptions. Vikings lose because they are cowards and losers. And the rest is history. Then I played GeoGuessr, right? I mean, I could give a whole verbal history of the weirdness of the Vikings Bears Monday night matchup, and maybe we'll dive into that a little bit later. But chaotic, weird game, and then of course Desmond Ridder playing the Falcons. I just can't get enough. Got Caden in here. Welcome to the stream, Caden, saying I got muted by OSI the second I went live. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely a sign. Well, hopefully I'm not on mute now, right? I will say, when I first went live, I actually was just silently pumping my fist. Because I don't know, I've realized that there's sometimes a delay when I go live. As soon as I hit the go live button, I don't go live right away. So I'll start talking and then I'll watch the stream come up and it'll come on with me mid-sentence. So I did a little bit of this, right, to be get everyone hyped up, right, and buy myself a little bit of time. So the first words I said would be the first words on stream too. But either way, we're big chillin', hopefully, but we'll see about that. Oh, Ozzy. Osiris, the cat. I see. We got Jack in here. Welcome to the stream, Jack. Saying last night was not fun. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That was tough. I was pulling for you guys. I picked you guys. Yeah, man. You were right? Stop the run, you win. Josh Jacobs was like, yeah, that's crazy because you're not going to stop me. Yeah. Caden enjoyed it though, right? The Packers fan, right? I'm sure all the Packers fans in here enjoyed that. That was a nice win for Green Bay, but yeah, that's tough. Dude, and Geno got hurt. That's the other thing too, right? That just sucks, man. I don't know what his status is for the rest of the season, right? It didn't look very good. It's such a shame. He's such a cool quarterback. I mean, I have no way of knowing, right? I mean, it would be sick if he could go against the Vikings. I'd like to watch some more Geno up close and personal, but yeah. Lovato saying the Lions did the craziest plays I've ever seen with that onside kick. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm glad I get to talk about that a little bit, right? I feel like I didn't really say anything about it last night or anything. Well, I guess I wasn't streaming last night on Xbox with the fellas. But yeah, they kicked it onside with what, 12 minutes left in the game. They were down by multiple possessions. I almost get it, right? The thing that I think gets me is that like onside kicks just straight up do not work. Like it is almost impossible to actually recover an onside kick in the NFL as we know it in 2024, right? I think only 2 have been recovered this entire season. I mean, it has like a 2% success rate, right? Just like statistically speaking, it's not a very smart call. The big brain argument you can make is like, well, Buffalo's going to score anyways, right? Because they'd been moving the ball at will. They'd scored on almost every drive. You know what? You might as well actually give them the shorter field so that they can't grind out clock, right? The worst thing you want is like a 7-minute drive from the Bills, right? Whatever, they score a touchdown. Yeah, that sucks. But like, you need as much time on the clock as possible. And if you want to take that 2% gamble as icing on the cake, sure. I still maybe wouldn't have done it personally. Like, it is wacky. It is weird. But whatever. That's not what lost them the game, right? That's not what lost them the game. Dan Campbell did not lose them that game. And what's crazy is they almost recovered their second onside kick. I was starting to make dinner because I was like, this game is over, right? And then all of a sudden the Lions, it looked like they got that onside kick at the very end. I was like, there's no way, dude. There's no way they find a way to win this game too. But shout out to Ron Johnson. The ball hawk coming up with it, as Jim Nantz was saying. But yeah. Lovato saying that's not brave, that's dumb. The bravest thing would have been to trust your defense. No, I get it, right? I mean, obviously, best case scenario is they get a 3 and out. I will say, to at least defend Dan Campbell a little bit, though, they like didn't get a 3 and out the entire game. Like how much do you really want to trust him? But it's against the grain. It's wacky. It was a big shot. It was a heat check, and they missed it. They missed it. But we've got about 8 minutes left before this Vikings and Bears game kicks off. I mean, this is so predictable, right? I think it's going to be a close game. My prediction for this game is Vikings 28, Bears 27. I am going to pick the Vikings to win because that's something that's been a bit of a theme for me this year. I've been picking against the Vikings a lot. Not because I'm hoping that it happens, right? But I'm just like, I'm a little scared. But, here's what... It's tough because the Bears looked brutal last week, right? I mean, especially their defense just looked lost without Eberflus out there. You could do another little miss me yet with Matt Eberflus a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying he was a good coach by any means, but at least the defense was pretty good under him. And what do you know? First week without Eberflus, they gave up like 390 yards in the first half or something crazy like that. I mean, it looked terrible. It looked terrible. So I do think the Vikings should be able to get theirs on offense, right? The Vikings moved the ball pretty well against this Bears defense last time they played. But I don't know. There's just something about this. Maybe they figured something out going up against this Flores defense last time they played. Caleb looked really good. That was low-key his best game was against us. I don't know. But I'm going to say, again, nothing normal ever happens in this matchup. I'm going to say the Bears offense actually looks pretty good today, but I'm going to say the Vikings win 28-27. 28-27. We got Michael in here too. Let's go. Saying, oh boy, here we go again with Bears and Vikings Monday Night Football. Hopefully we get a game like last year's Classic. Respectfully, we're good. We're good. We don't need a game like that. If the Vikings skunked them 40-0, that would be pretty sick. This would be nice, right? Again, there's a little bit of a window open after the Lions losing now. It would kind of be nice to send a statement, right? Everyone's watching this game right now, primetime game. You got the icy whites on. It'd be nice to blow the Bears out. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Lovato saying he wishes a great game for Cairo Santos, fellow Brazilian, and the Vikings W. I love it. We've got some Brazilians in here. Shout out Joao Marques, right? We got the Brazilian contingent in here. Caden saying immaculate grid. Yeah, we've got 6 minutes. What the heck? Hold on. I will say my setup's a little bit different today. What I'm doing, I know you can do the multi-view in YouTube TV, but I have got just the Vikings game on my big screen. Now, the screen to my left, I hooked my laptop up to. Sorry, I cannot talk today. I hooked my laptop up to the screen on my left. That's got the Falcons-Raiders game on it. So that way I don't have to compromise on my Vikings game, right? That's still the biggest game, but I can check it on the Desmond Ridder revenge game, right? But the reason I had to hook up my laptop instead of my actual computer is because OBS quite literally does not let you run YouTube TV if you've got it open, which makes sense, right? They don't want you to like illegally broadcast like live sporting events, for example. So I literally have my laptop and my PC. I mean, it's a Mac Mini. It's a Mac PC up on my desk. So I've got two computers. It is high-level multitasking. Shout out Sebastian. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you back in here. Yeah. There's always an adventure with the setup, right? I learned that OBS YouTube TV lesson the hard way last year, but you live and you learn, and you're making it work, right? Can't compromise. Can't compromise. Lovato's asking, how do we sync our streams? Yeah, I will say that's what's tough. I mean, that's the tough thing about these live game streams, right? I am going to be a little bit behind. Some might say the upside is you see the play happen on your TV, and then you can go back and hear my reaction to it. But yeah, it's hard to sync it up. I do get that. I saw Brett Coleman tweeted something out about like YouTube might be rolling out this new sports broadcast live stream system next year. It's pretty vague, but there's potential there, maybe. There's potential there for that. So that might be pretty cool. But Caden is saying Caleb Williams passing yards because I think they'll be behind and have a lot of attempts. Jones rushing yards and Addison yards. Thoughts on that? I like it, right? Addison went crazy last time these two teams played. JJ had his whole, hey, JJ goes off or everyone goes off. They might try and play him the same way, right? Fine, go ahead. Have a triangle of Bears around him every play. We'll hit Addison and Hawkinson instead. Congrats, you held JJ to 2 catches. Everyone else went stupid, though. I do think there's a chance that they try something like that again. And Jalen Johnson is a pretty good corner, so I don't think that Jefferson's going to go for like 200 today or anything. And I do like game script favoring the Bears passing. So yeah, Caleb. And I bet you his line is low too, because people are like, oh, the Flores defense is going to cook him. I mean, I'd love if we did, but you know. And then Jones rushing yards. Yeah, if the Vikings are up, that makes sense, right? Pound the rock with Aaron Jones. I like that. That's a nice little ticket right there. Sebastian saying it also keeps me from having to endure brain damage from looking at Falcons Raiders for too long. Oh, little do you know, I'm a little excited for that game. I mean, honestly, my original plan, if Aiden O'Connell was starting, I was just going to have the Vikings game up and then I would pull up multi-view for Falcons Raiders. I don't know. There's a weird part of me that's always liked Desmond Ridder a little bit, right? I kind of liked him coming out of college, and then he stunk it up, and I made some fun jokes about him last year. And if you know, you know, right? Seeing the stream title, The Toddler, behind the wheel of a Ferrari, right? But he's always seemed like a nice guy, and I don't know. He had such a rough go at it last year. I say this as someone that lives in Georgia and kind of has a soft spot for the Falcons, right? A lot of my friends are Falcons fans. My girlfriend's a Falcons fan. I like the Falcons. They're cool. I even liked them growing up. I'm not going to lie. I hope Desmond Ridder goes off tonight. I think that'd be so funny. If Desmond Ridder went for like 300 yards in a Raiders win, come on. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. So I'm actually kind of rooting for that a little bit, but we'll see. I'm not counting on it, but we got Pear Champ in here. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Pear Champ. Talking about the Sunday night game earlier, right? Big win for the Packers right there. Asking, how's it going? It's going good, man. Monday night doubleheader, right? I got my wish. Desmond Ridder's out there. The Vikings are on prime time. Let's just hope the Vikings keep this smile on my face, man. I'm rocking the white Randy Moss jersey, right? Winter white out, right? Also some solidarity with Randy Moss. Hope that he, keeps going on his recovery. Might have seen he had cancer, but I think he beat it. Not beat it, but it's in remission now. I haven't fully looked into that, but he seems to be doing a little bit better. But so shout out Randy Moss. Shout out the winter whiteout. Here we go, right? Here we go. Lovato saying his friend bet on a Raiders win and a Bowers touchdown parlay. I like that. I like that. Brock Bowers scoring against the team from Georgia. Hey, nothing wrong with going to Brock Bowers. Raiders win. That's a bit of a swing. It's possible. I may or may not have picked the Raiders in the Pick'em Challenge. Maybe. Oh, man. Michael saying, reminder that the Vikings are 2-5 at home against the Bears on Monday Night Football. # extreme cherry picking. No, that does not shock me one bit. I am not surprised by that stat at all. I mean, I'm thinking about some of these recent Vikings-Bears Monday night games, right? There was last year. There was the games where Dalvin Cook and Akeem Hicks like got into fist fights. There was the game where Eric Kendricks got ejected after committing murder on like some nasty headshot that he laid out. There was the Brett Favre Jay Cutler duel at Soldier Field back in 2009, where I think it was Devin Aromashodu who caught the game-winning touchdown in overtime. There was the game where Brett Favre got knocked out and it ended the Brett Favre streak the next week, right? Yeah, it was played outdoors because that was after the Metrodome roof collapsed. Oh, they're showing the Skol chant. Let's go. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a cursed matchup. It really is. It really is. Caden saying he's not good, I'm assuming in reference to Desmond Ridder. Hey, we'll see tonight, won't we? We'll see tonight, won't we? Parachamp saying Josh Allen is him, finally gets his MVP. Hopefully he can join Mahomes and Warner with season MVPs and Super Bowl MVPs if the Packers don't make it. It's really feeling like that kind of year, right? The year of Josh, dude. I'm ready to say it. He's QB1. He's the best QB in the league. I'm ready to put him over Mahomes, at least for right now, right? I still have Mahomes at probably like 2 or 3. Nah, Josh is the best quarterback in the league. There ain't a quarterback in the NFL playing better football than Josh for like the past year now. All right, here we go. Vikings starting. Oh, it's looking white in there. Look at all the fans showing up and wearing white. No white end zones. That would have been cool, but I get it, right? It's confusing with the sideline and the end line at the back, right? It's a little confusing. It was sick when we did it the first year, but this is a fun little tradition, right? I can get on my soapbox and be like, well, you know, winter whiteout would be a lot cooler if we played outdoors in the winter. And there's still part of me that thinks that. But this is fun, right? I love these themed, atmosphere-centric type of games right here, right? We need more of these in the NFL. College football is great at this. We need some more of this in the NFL. They got the towels even? That's sick. Bro, respectfully, we all got to be waving those towels right now. Let's get loud in here. Go with Swift to start things off. I mean, yeah, you might as well test the run defense, right? Again, like, you know, statistically, the Vikings have been very good against the run this year, but there's been a few games where it's like, you could still kind of get them a little bit on the ground, right? I think about that Cardinals game. Think about the Lions game. Granted, those are like 2 elite rushing attacks, but still, can kind of get them. That was a crazy noise from my water bottle. Also, you might have noticed, I'm looking the other way at chat today because of the different setup, right? I've got chat up on my right monitor this time. Good tackle. There you go. Get him at a 3rd down early, right? All right, Flores, what have you got cooking for us? This is where we want to live, right? 3rd down, make it an obvious passing down, and then just unleash the hounds. It's 3rd and 2, though. I guess it's not really an obvious passing down here. Could easily be a run situation for the Bears, but Sebastian saying, is it a bit weird hearing people talk about sports bets gives me anxiety even though there's nothing at stake for me? Oh, absolutely not, right? Hey, it's an anxious type of game. It is. Caleb's got time. Get him. Get him. He's short. He's short. What a tackle by Blake Cashman. Man, a little bit of time for Caleb back there, right? You don't love seeing that clean of a pocket, but a good job to rally to the football right there. It's 4th and short. Man, the Bears don't have the stones to go for it, do they? Thomas Brown, the interim. Oh, he's going for it. ESPN Analytics recommends going for it. They're coming here to line up and compete. It's the first set of downs of the game, and they're going for it in their own territory. I respect it. Honestly, I was hoping they would punt it. Get him. Get him. He's short. He's short. He's short. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, defense. Look at Josh Metellus getting in there. Good start. Let's make a statement today. I honestly respect the call. I know it's crazy and it's terrible because it didn't work. I mean, what are you going to do? You have nothing to lose, right? You're trying to ruin the season of your rival. Good play by Josh, though. Good to see him thrive like that. Whoo-hoo. Oh, we got Kirakat in here. Hey, I got to say, shout out the Broncos. They owned the Colts yesterday. Saying, remember when I mentioned Chris Abrams-Drain played 34 snaps in coverage and only allowed one catch for 11 yards? Nah, Broncos defense was absolute clamps yesterday. Richardson kind of stunk it up too. I can't lie. I won't hide. Richardson actually kind of played poorly yesterday. I know I've liked to do the not his fault thing with him a lot. It was a little bit his fault yesterday. But also PS2 had a crazy game. I mean, yeah. No, the Broncos, man, they got the 7 seed at the very least. I mean, the Chargers lost. Now they play them on Thursday. Maybe they can move up. But yeah, the tea with Dr. Pigskin might be dead. It's chill, though. We're 1 for 2. Darnold? What do you got for me? Oh, he's looking for Addison. There he was, looking for Addison right there. All right, 3rd and 5. You can still come back and pick this up, though. I think Will Reichard is back, too, at kicker, right? Lovato asking if we're watching on ESPN. I've got it up on ABC right now. I think ESPN is going to be Falcons Raiders, which that one starts in like 9 minutes. Let's go, Bears. Bears country. I respect it. The Vikings hate watch. I respect it. Hey, Bears could do the Lions a solid here tonight. Okay, Sam. Get rid of it, Sam. Get rid of it, Sam. Yeah, whatever. We'll just throw it away. Tough to not get a first down on our first drive with that field position. We're going to have to settle for a lawn kick, but good start for this Bears defensive line. Cam Robinson get beat there a little bit. Man, Sam does that every week. It's like, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. And he somehow manages to get a throw off. Sometimes he hits it. Sometimes he throws it away. A few times it's been picked off. But all right, Rijkaard. First game back, right? No, he played last week. What am I talking about? There you go. There you go. Drilled a 52-yarder to start. We'll take a 3-0 lead. I can't hate that. Lovato saying, if not the Vikings, I hope Buffalo wins. Yeah, Bills Super Bowl would be pretty sick, right? We can empathize with that fan base a little bit. 0 for 4 in Super Bowls. They've got such a sick team this year. Josh is just so much fun to watch. Caden saying, Bo Nix. Oh, I've got bad news for you, friends. I don't know how much that Broncos win because of Bo yesterday, respectfully. But you know what? Bo Nix is going to make the playoffs. So there is that. I was out here doing this whole like schedule big board yesterday. I was like, see, if this happens and this happens and this happens, this is how the Colts can win the division. And then none of it happened. Yeah, the Texans won again. Oh, I'm sorry, Parachamp. I was rooting for the prophecy. I really was, man. It was looking like maybe for a sec that the Dolphins are going to be able to steal that one, and then things would have got interesting, but maybe not this year. I think now the Colts would have to win out and the Texans would have to lose out, and I don't know that happens. That would be tough. You know, here's the thing, though, Kira, right? If you want to feel good, here's the thing. You know what? Bo Nix did have a stinker yesterday. But also, like, he's not so bad where, like, he's going to do that every week, right? You survived a bad Bo game. You won, right? I mean, that's how I feel about Sam Darnold sometimes, right? Sam Darnold had a dud of a game against the Jets. And it's like, oh, boy, you know, that didn't look good. That's the first time Sam Darnold has looked bad. But it's like, also, we won. And, like, he is not going to be that bad every week, right? Same with the Jaguars game. He's not going to be that bad every week. And we saw, like, early season Bo Nix, right? Like, that Seahawks game, that Steelers game. Like, yeah, that was pretty rough, right? He hasn't been that bad every week, though. He's had some good games in him. So, you know, you just got to be like, all right, we got a short week. We got the Chargers. Let's just lock in, right? Cut down on some of those mistakes. I don't know. If they beat the Chargers, then things get really interesting. I mean, I guess they can only move up so much seeding-wise, but still, you know, depending on what opponent you want. I mean, you probably don't want to be the 7 seed, right? You're going to have to play the Bills, most likely. You probably don't want to do that. You'd probably much rather play, I guess it'd be the Steelers or Ravens, which isn't amazing either, but it's probably better than the Bills. We got Gabe in here. Welcome to the stream, Gabe. Good to have you in here. Saying, during the first quarter break, could I do today's Bandle? It's Wordle with music. You know, I feel like I've heard of that before. I tell you what, when we find a little break, I'll try Bandle. How about that? I'll do Bandle and I'll do Immaculate Grid today. I do love playing some games. We will get both of those in. Wordle with music. Gabe saying, I wonder who can beat the Chargers. Hey, sometimes I'm wrong. I was right about the Bucs yesterday. That Bucs offense, scary hours right now, man. That offensive line is blocking well. Bucky's a beast, right? Baker, even with his turnovers, even with some of the sacks that he takes, right? Man, he can sling the pigskin to Mike Evans, can't he? Liam Cohen's kind of cooking. No, they're sneaky dangerous. They're sneaky dangerous. Green Gandalf's in here. Welcome to the stream, Green Gandalf. Good to have you back in here. Skol Vikings saying, am I excited for Falcons Raiders tonight? I tell you what, I've got Falcons Raiders up on my left monitor right now. That's how excited I am. I'm waiting for it to start. I want to see Desmond Ridder out there. I'm going to be going back and forth, multitasking. Still hanging strong in the picks competition too, right? Still like, what, 6th place, I think? Still a few weeks left. There's DJ Moore. Man, he killed us. Not last time we played. Well, actually, no, he did have a good game against us last time we played. But last year, man, that Monday night game, he didn't have a crazy stat line. But some of the catches he had were just backbreakers, especially on that final drive. Justin Fields linking up with DJ Moore to set up the game winner. Well, I guess it was just a game clincher. No, it was a game winner. It was a game-winning kick. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to block that game out of my memory. I think they might count that as a pass to Moore. We'll see. They get him moving around a lot ever since Thomas Brown took over. They're getting him the ball in so many different ways. I get it. You got to keep him involved, right? I mean, he was kind of quitting on routes earlier in the year, especially when the bad man Shane Waldron was there. Gabe saying, who are my top 5 potential head coach hires for this offseason? Ben Johnson is one, and that's not just me being a hater. Like, he is the best candidate out there, right? I'll say Brian Flores too. I mean, just kidding, right? Don't actually hire him. He's suing the NFL. Never hire him ever. But I would say Brian Flores too. Oh man, why do I want to say Liam Cohen 3? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what his chops are as like a coach yet. Oh, Ginky almost got him. Man. Bears are getting some chunk plays here. We'll throw Liam Cohen in there. I don't know if I'll keep him at 3, but he'll be in there. We'll say Aaron Glenn's in there. And, oh, man, one more. I don't know about, like, Joe Brady. I'm trying to think of, like, high-profile assistants that are doing a really good job right now. Mike Vrabel. Yeah, give Mike Vrabel another shot. If they don't fire Ryan Day and he doesn't take the Ohio State job, Mike Vrabel should get another shot in the NFL. Absolutely. We'll put Mike Vrabel in there. Green Gandalf asking thoughts on the whiteouts. You know, I like it. It's fun, right? It's not my favorite uniform ever, right? Like, I might get a jersey at some point just because I want, like, one of every type of Vikings jersey, right? And it's not my favorites. I really love, like, these, you know. I love when there's a little yellow in there, too, to really make the purple and white pop. But I get they're going for, like, a super icy look. And again, I've got my crotchety, well, maybe if we played outdoors in the snow, then it'd be cooler. But I don't know. It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick seeing all the fans wear white. I wish we'd be waving the towels a little bit more here, but it's fun, right? I love these traditions. We got CB in here. No way. Welcome to the stream, CB. Good to have you back in here. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing a little less well after that Bears first down right there. They're just kind of dinking and dunking on us right now. A little dump off to Odunze there. They got a few short passes to DJ Moore, a handoff to DJ Moore, a little dump off to Swift so far on this drive. I don't know, man. That's kind of how you attack this Flores defense, right? You just get small chunk plays on first and second down. You stay out of third and long, right? And you kind of attack the flats and you attack the shallow middle of the field. I mean, look at Blake Cashman. He's the only guy out there occupying that space right now. They're going to blitz him. Get after him. Please get him. Please get him. Don't let him escape. All right, we'll live with a throwaway. We got some pressure there. That's good. Sebastian saying, after mulling it over, I've decided to clarify that my earlier Josh Allen comment was a joke for any potential future employers looking through my digital footprint. Oh, man. What did I miss? Oh, well. Digital footprint. Gotta love it, right? Gen Z problems. I guess I don't know if you're Gen Z or not. You don't have to age yourself, but I am most certainly Gen Z, as you can probably tell. I'm very Zoomer. Man. Hey, Cairo Santos might be scoring some points for the Brazilians here soon. There we go. Stop the quarterback run. Look at Harry still mixing it up. Vikings have fire kits. The Wolves and Wild Ones are lame. Yeah, I wish the Wolves would rebrand, honestly. They have such bland uniforms. And they're, I guess not their OG. Dude, the tree uniforms are just so sick, right? Like, the potential is there to have such a cool rebrand around, like, the old wolf, right? And the trees. It's like, man, I wish they would do that. Wild are all right. I don't mind them. They're distinct, kind of. Come on, get him. Ball. Get it. Go. Let's go. Oh my goodness, a turnover when we need it. It's Jonathan Grenard and Blake Cashman coming up with it. Quasi cooked. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Hashtag Pro Bowl vote Jonathan Grenard. Hashtag Pro Bowl vote Blake Cashman. Those should count. Those should count as votes right there. Oh, he just dusted him. Man, let's go. Defense, bending but not breaking. Little Ed Donatel moment right there. That's Ed Donatel's dream. Just let him march down and then get a lucky turnover. But that wasn't luck. That was all skill. There you go, Jones. Get the running game going. CB saying at least you have a confirmed wild card spot. Hey, now we're big chilling, right? We've already clinched the playoffs. Man, winning the division would be sick, right? But, I mean, you're going to hear this a lot about the Vikings for the rest of the year. Oh, this is a team playing with house money, right? I mean, I don't think any Vikings fan could have expected this, being 11-2 in the middle of December, right? Man, it's a good spot to be in. I can't complain one bit. Aaron Jones cutting up the middle. Man, the running game looks good early. Maybe we should just pound it all day. Oh, yeah, look at that Selly. Talking about the Selly yesterday. That's not even close, but it's chill. Gabe saying, which team's mascot would win in a 32-player Hunger Game? Oh, the Tennessee Titans, easily, right? I mean, they're a mythical being from Greek mythology. It's a literal titan, right? Like, a titan could, like, eat a lion with its hands. It's like finger food for it, you know? Definitely a titan. I think, right? That's the first one that came to mind. Probably. Titans are like borderline immortal, you know? Like, you can't really kill a Titan. But Green Gandalf saying that was nearly another Ginkle pick six. Oh, could you imagine if he got a third touchdown? Andrew Van Ginkle has more touchdowns this year than Deebo Samuel. Let that sink in. Gabe asking how big is the Titan? Because like the Giants. Well, I think technically, according to Greek mythology at least, because giants exist in Greek mythology too, I believe the hierarchy is giants, titans, if I'm not mistaken, right? Aren't titans essentially just like the evil version of gods? Kind of. Maybe not quite that simple. I'm with you, Lovato. Titans are stronger than giants, right? I feel like the giants' biggest advantage is their sheer size, right? But the Titans equal them in size, but I feel like they often have powers beyond just being large, you know? It's like the classic high school basketball player that's 6'9" but isn't actually good, you know? He's not good, he's just tall. Oh man. But so I would say Titans over Giants, but Giants is a fair call, fair call. Imagine like a Titan versus like a meat packer, right? That's the Green Bay Packers. A Titan versus a meat packer. You can't underestimate someone from Texas. Everything is bigger there. Maybe the Texans. I suppose, okay, so if we're going to remove the Titans and Giants, if we're going to disqualify them, right? The Texans would be a serious contender because it's Texans plural. It's every single person from Texas, right? Do you think every single person that lives in the state of Texas could beat one Lion? Probably, right? If they all ganged up on him, if they got him in a corner, they could probably do it. Maybe if you disqualify mythical beings, if you had to narrow it down to simply mascots that exist, I think it might be the Texans. The Saints, they do, but also one Saint, right? Like what, St. Peter versus every single person from Texas? The Texans are winning, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they get blessed. The Saints is interesting, every single person from Texas versus a Raider. We got Game Solved in here. Welcome to the stream, Game Solved. Good to have you in here. I hope you started Brian Thomas Jr. in fantasy yesterday. I hope you did. Man, he went off yesterday. Oh, what a fun player to watch. Oh, I love the uniforms they're rocking too. You know what? Doug Peterson was kind of dripping on the sideline. There you go. First down. That Addison? Yeah. But good to have you in here. Oh yeah, Lovato saying his friend also bet Aaron Jones touchdown. Hey, looking pretty good right now. We're moving towards the goal line. Maybe he punches it in real quick here soon. Do the Patriots have the 1776 dream team? Yeah, they probably do, right? Patriots, or is it every single person that considers themselves to be patriotic? Oh, man. So it'd be Paul Revere's dream team versus every single person from Texas. Lightning is tough to beat. Yeah. But could a lightning strike take out every single person from a state? Touchdown! Touchdown! Jefferson! Jefferson! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, yeah. See, like, low-key, Justin Jefferson doesn't even gritty anymore. I don't really care, right? Like he only like bounces around kind of like he's grittying, but he hit like the LeBron right there, right? He hit a LeBron inspired gritty there. Let's go. Get Jefferson his touchdown. Oh man. Little play action. Sorry about the no Aaron Jones touchdown there. Maybe he'll get one later. Oh yeah. Just bare naked in the back of the end zone. Little crosser right there. Well, maybe not a crosser because there's no overlapping route. But, hey, let's go. 10-0 Vikes looking good early. Maybe we do make a statement after all. Sammy Skol slinging it. Good start. Good start. Good start. But yeah, the Chargers is a fair candidate too, right? I mean, if you could harness every single ounce of electricity in the world, that would probably win. If you could have every single lightning strike going on in the world right now and direct it in one direction, maybe that could win. Maybe that could win. TD from the GOAT. Hey, barring catastrophe, I'm not going to say GOAT just yet, but unless there's just some truly tragic, unforeseen injury, I truly don't see how Justin Jefferson won't go down as like one of the 3 greatest wide receivers ever. I mean, I'm being so for real. You can look at like the start that he's had to his career, right? Oh, he's got the most receiving yards ever in a player's first 5 seasons. And also there's still like 4 games left in his 5th season, and he missed 8 games last season. I mean, come on. Oh, he's just so sick. He's just so sick. Sebastian saying he likes Justin Jefferson, so he'll tolerate it. Yeah, I get that, right? I've got some guys on the Lions like that, right? Amon-Ra is sick, That Amon-Ra touchdown yesterday is like, all right, that was pretty sick. He can move a little bit. He's a good player, right? Oh, boy. Game Solve saying he did start Brian Thomas Jr., but now he's down by 40 while his opponent has Jefferson and he has Bijan Hawkinson and the Atlanta defense. You've got a chance. Although I will say that Jefferson touchdown kind of hurt you a little bit, though, didn't it? Right? You need Bijan to go crazy. You need Hawkinson to, like, tell Jefferson to chill. I'm going to get all the targets from here on out. And then the Atlanta defense needs to feast on Ritter. But who is the first killed in the NFL Hunger Games? That's a great question. Who would be the first one killed? Probably like a colt, right? Because it's like a baby horse. Like I get maybe it's got some agility to it, right? But it's not a very big target, you know. Its brain isn't as fully developed as a bronco. I might say a colt. That's my first instinct. I'm going to keep thinking a little bit, but probably a colt, right? That's kind of sad. Killing a baby horse. No, not the baby horsey. Oh, they did do the sick Nordic pattern in the end zone. I'm just noticing that now. They didn't do wide end zones, but they did do something with the end zones. Maybe a ram. Yeah, but they've got those horns, right? That's a bit of a weapon. Ram versus Colt. I think a ram is winning, right? Also, I love this discussion so much. This is so awesome. This rules so much. Oh, yeah. I think a Titan would beat, like, a Charger overall. They might be disqualified, though. Oh, a Cardinal. Yeah, but they can fly. Low-key, a Cardinal could just, like, camp out the whole time, right? Eventually, when they had to, like, go kill, like, a Jaguar, they'd lose, right? But, like, a Cardinal could just, like, fly away for a little bit and just, like, let everyone else fight it out. They could be a bush camper. The Packers YouTube short material. I like that. I like that. That's true. Same logic to the Saints. A ton of mythical beings being a ton of wow. I can't read. Don't popcorn to me in class right now. A Brown. Yeah, that's true. The Cleveland Browns were named after Paul Brown. Well, so he claims. He claims otherwise. He claims that they were named after the Brown Bombers, which his favorite boxer was Joe Louis. But everyone knows, like, it was actually named after legendary football coach Paul Brown. So I guess Paul Brown, we'll say Paul Brown in his prime, his physical prime. So, like, 30-year-old Paul Brown, he'd be all right. He could, like, beat a Cardinal. But the Cardinal could run away. Oh, a Jet. See, that's true, right? Maybe I need to stop with the plurals. If it's the Texans, it's just a singular Texan, right? If it's the Jets, it's just one Jet. It can't be every single Jet converging. Oh, man. I would say Titans win and Colts die first. Yeah. He's disqualified for being deceased. Zombie Paul Brown. Now that would be a threat. That would be something that, like, the game master would unleash. You'd be like, you might have noticed there's only 31 beasts here. Unleash Zombie Paul Brown. Oh, boy. Jets versus Steelers. Oh, no. I'm not going to say anything. Their QB says otherwise. Oh, man. Looks like the other game's about to start. We see Kirko over on the sidelines for the Falcons. There's Bijan. Free him. Low key. He's another not his fault player. A little bit. A Chief going F against an F-16. 3rd and 7. Come on. Get him again. Oh! We'll take that. I like this. We're starting to get some pressure. That's been a bit of an up and down sort of affair for the Vikings this year, right? Getting pressure. Man, for as much as we blitz, sometimes there are games where we just don't really get after the quarterback a whole lot. I think about that Cardinals game in particular, right? Oh, Harry almost had it. It wasn't just tipped. He could have caught it. Good coverage there, though. There we go. Shoot, man, we look pretty good right now. There you go. Come on, offense. Oh, could you imagine if we went up 17-0 in the first quarter? Wait, is Brian O'Neill hurt? Did I miss that? Hold on. That's crazy. I'm over here yapping about a Texan. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alec Lewis, Vikings beat reporter for The Athletic, just tweeted out 23 seconds ago, Brian O'Neill is back on the field. That's massive for the Vikings. Kevin Seifert tweeted it out too. All right, we're good. We're good. He's good. That scared me for a sec, man. We can't be having that. We cannot be having that. We're already down Darisaw. We cannot lose Brian O'Neill. Oh, man. Okay, we're good, though. We're good. He's back out on the field. And here comes Desmond Ridder. I cannot believe it. The Desmond Ridder revenge game. The toddler rides again. He's back behind the wheel against the very Ferrari that he crashed last year. Here we go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to have way too much fun with this Falcons-Raiders game. He's wearing number 10, and right off the jump, we have a full start for the Raiders. He was out for a possession. That's crazy. I guess I'm talking so much, I don't always hear about what they're saying on the broadcast, right? So I must have missed that. Dang. I wasn't watching our right tackle situation. Getting exposed out there a little bit. It's probably Quessenberry who was out there last series, right? He seems to be our backup tackle. Bit of a guy that you can put wherever you want, but that's good. Michael says, so what are the Bills? Are they a bison or the corpse of Buffalo Bill? See, that's true, right? Because some teams, their mascot is different from their name. Like the Houston Texans mascot is like a bull, you know? We'll say it's prime Buffalo Bill. If they're named after someone who's deceased, we'll say that it's their prime version, you know, prime Buffalo Bill. Jack says, I want to make it known that in a fantasy league this week, within an hour, I went from winning by 50 to losing by 80. Bro, how does that happen? That's brutal. Man, must have just been like a bonkers, like late game, like either Sunday night or the late window. That's so tough. That's so tough. Lovato says he heard that in Brazil that Washington might be bringing their old name back. Is that true? There's rumors. There's been rumblings about that for a little bit, you know. They've kind of soft launched the logo a little bit. I'll believe it when I see it. But I know there has been like a lot of push to bring it back. Oh, there's Cam Akers. Look at that. He's a nice little change up from Jones. I like Cam Akers as RB2 a little bit. I don't mind it. You know, he's got the experience with KOC. He honestly, well, crap. Is that why he's out there? No. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Did Aaron Jones get hurt? Are you kidding me? So tough. Darnold's going deep. He missed him by a mile. He missed him by a mile. Tough. Oh, well. Gabe asks if the Vikings decided to play in the CFL, who would be my favorite NFL team? I honestly don't think I'd have a favorite team. I would be agnostic. I would just enjoy the league. I'm being so for real. I really think so. I would not choose a new favorite team. I'd like the Falcons. I'd probably go to a lot of Falcons games, but they would never be able to fill the void of the Vikings, respectfully. They just won't, you know? I'd be a fan of football. Oh, man. Well, that sucks if Aaron Jones is hurt. Our running game kind of takes a dive there. You can only hope he's like back for the playoffs. It didn't look good, the replay they were showing. But Caden says, are we really calling that team a Ferrari? Hypothetically, it was supposed to be a Ferrari. That was the point last year. You know, that was the point. More like a Honda Civic. He's been whipping Civic. We got Henry in here. Welcome back to the stream, Henry. Good to have you in here. Saying, how's it going, Eric? Who's ready for some Bozo Kirk on a Monday night? I'm a little giddy about this Falcons Raiders game. I got my eye on it. I got it up on my other screen right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know you don't agree with this. It would be a little funny if Desmond Ritter went off tonight, if it happens. But we'll see what Kirk has in him, right? They're pretty adamant that like they're not gonna bench him and they're gonna sit Penix, and that's what they're gonna do, right? I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. If they can't beat the Raiders, it might be curtains for them, you know. But I'm chilling. Vikings looking good. Obviously, this Aaron Jones situation. Oh, he's back out. Oh my gosh, he's back out. I thought he like tore his Achilles. He's back out on the field. I don't even care that it's 3rd and 17. Just sling it. Oh, he got it. I'd say he looks okay. Oh, what is that spot, ref? He's stretched out. He's stretched out. Honestly, let the quarter run out, right? Let the quarter run out. Use the quarter break to determine if you want to challenge this or not. Oh. Oh, they just gave it to us. Sick. Let's go. All right, end of the first quarter. We've beat the injury allegations twice now, and we just picked up a 3rd and 17. We're looking pretty good right now. Can't get too confident. A lot of game left, but it's the corpse of the Eberflus Bears. We should be chilling. Look at the effort from Aaron Jones. Lovato saying, if you make the calculations, Buffalo Bill used to kill 3 buffaloes a day for many years. That's crazy motivation and focus in life. You know, I need to read up on Buffalo Bill a little bit more. I don't fully know the Buffalo Bill lore, to be honest with you. Like, who was this guy? Apparently, he killed a lot of buffaloes. Yeah, is that something that should be celebrated? I don't know. I stand with the buffaloes and the bison. Game Saul saying, if you can remember, what is the worst choice, whether it's trading, benching, or cutting a player that I've made in fantasy this year? For me, it was trading David Montgomery for Darnell Mooney. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, the Darnell Mooney. I mean, I get it, right? He was kind of balling out for a little bit when the Falcons offense was looking good, and David Montgomery's not a super, like, sexy fantasy play, right? He'll get you, like, 15 points every week, you know, but, oh, what if Mooney got you 30? I mean, I've made some pretty bad ones, I can't lie, right? You know, I took Anthony Richardson 9th overall in my dynasty league. Like, that's pretty bad. I'll admit that's pretty bad. I'm still not selling my stocks yet, but that like really hurt me this year. It really did. That might be it, honestly. Yeah, I don't really make a lot of trades because I'm just like, oh, my team is just so sick. Why would I want to trade? And then I go 7 and 7. Oh man. But Gabe saying, if all NFL QBs were potato chips, who would be the Lay's lightly salted, aka low sodium potato chip? I mean, if he was still playing, my first thought is Matt Ryan. We'll say Kirk. We'll say Kirk. Jack says, I would become a Chargers fan, so no one would have it better than me. You know, I actually had a Chargers hater arc for a little bit because I was like, oh, just the LA Chargers should not exist. And I still kind of believe that. Like, I think San Diego did dirty, but I like the Harbaugh Chargers. But nah, there's just no way I could replace the Vikings. You get how it feels, right? If the Seahawks folded, right, would you be a fan of another team? That would be tough, I think. I think it'd be tough. Green Gandalf shouting out Aaron Jones. Yeah, what a play by him that was. Sebastian saying, how do NFL players go about avoiding catastrophic season-ending injuries? Asking for a friend. Dude, I'm so sorry, man. That sucks so much, right? I mean, to have it all happen in one day, too, right? And you already had the Hutchinson injury, and it's like, man, maybe that sucks, but maybe that's our only big injury for the year, you know. To lose a Lee McNeil, who's been just like one of the best players on the whole team, and then David Montgomery and Carlton Davis. I mean, I don't even know what you can do, man. You know, it's just bad luck, really. It's tough. Sebastian says, challenge the ruling. Always make sure the refs are calling a fair game. Oh, yeah. Speedy Naylor, first down. Green Gandalf saying Akers and Jones often swap drive to drive, so there's no reason to panic. That's true. No, KOC does love him some Cam Akers. He really does. KOC's got his guys. Think about all the former Rams, right? Johnny Munt, Brandon Powell, Cam Akers, right? He's got his guys. I respect it. I respect it. There's a reason he likes them. Gabe saying, if I make the calculations, Aslan the Lion was the king of Narnia. Something to think about. He was. You know, I never really watched Narnia. My sister was big into Narnia. Jefferson. Ooh! Oh, that was nice. Got me voice cracking a little bit. Henry saying, I got hit by the Cooper Kupp Juwan Jennings double whammy in our Dynasty League. Oh, yeah. Of course, Cooper Kupp just had to lay a big old goose egg, right? 3 targets, 0 catches, and then Juwan Jennings, a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, that's tough. That's so tough. Also, shout out Grant. He's the only reason I'm in the playoffs is because Jamar Chase went absolutely crazy. But I'm going to lose, I think. I thought I had a chance to pull off the upset, but I don't know. I don't think it's looking very good for me right now. I think I am going to get bounced in the first round. It's chill, though. We're chilling. Yeah, I had David Montgomery on that team, too. Probably start Justice Hill's RB2. Going to need to rely on Josh Allen. Hey, could do a whole lot worse. You could do a whole lot worse. There you go. Just get some yards back. Man, I feel like that was a quick first quarter. I mean, I'm looking. I guess the game started early too, right? It started at 8 instead of 8:20. It's 8:41, and we got the clock ticking here on the second quarter. Lions are becoming the new Niners. Honestly, yeah, they're just so loaded. Oh, but I mean, you mean their injuries too? Yeah. I still think they have a chance to win the Super Bowl now, even with all those injuries too. And I know like it could be tough to like hear that. Like if you're a Lions fan, like yeah, you're allowed to be sad right now. Like, you know, let it wash over you. But when you wake up tomorrow, I want you to think about how stacked the team still is, right? You still have Gibbs, you still have St. Brown, you still have JMO, you still have Goff, you still have Laporta, you still have a sick offensive line, you still have Ben Johnson, you still have Dan Campbell, who you know is going to like use this to light a fire on the team, right? You still have DJ Reader, you still have Branch and Kirby, right? It's still a sick team. Nice. There you go. Brandon Powell, speak of the devil, first down. I still think, even with all those injuries, like, could the Lions win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think they could. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, nothing has changed, right? You know, especially up front. You know, you could tell how much they missed Hutch yesterday. And now to be without Ali McNeil and not get that interior pressure either, and you're really lacking coming off the edge, yeah, it sucks. You're going to have to score like 35 in the playoffs. I still think they could. They could. Not saying it's a given, but they totally could. Man, Jones getting gobbled up right there. Sebastian saying, also not sure about Buffalo Bill. The killing of bison was really part of some really nasty colonialism, so he's probably not a great guy. Yeah, maybe he should be the guy that dies first. Maybe all the animals should like gang up on him, you know, take him out first. He gets trampled by a jaguar and a panther and a lion and pecked on the head by a falcon and a cardinal and an eagle and a seahawk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jefferson in the backfield here. I love when we do this. We like don't even throw it to him like 3/4 of the time. We just use him as a decoy, but it's just so much fun. Had him on a wheel route there. Oh, okay. Addison. Yeah, I mean, we sent him on a wheel route. I don't know what the progression was. I couldn't tell you where Sam was told to go first, right? But it's like, all right, you got Jefferson here and you got Addison here. That was nice. Darnold getting the throw off even with some pressure. Oh, Kirk goes down on the other screen. Raiders D getting home. Bill knows how to recruit young talent. Alex Anzalone. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot about him. I mean, like, pretty much all the Lions defense is injured outside of, like, their safeties. Oh, no! 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 My goat dropped it. No. Oh, he could have had another touchdown. Oh, he can't believe it. Oh, Jamar Chase FC is going to use this to push some agendas. Oh my gosh, that is like, I'm not exaggerating. That might be the worst drop of his career. That is like straight up. I don't think he's had a worse drop than that ever in a Vikings uniform. That was insane. Oh, that was a touchdown. Oh, the place would have exploded if he scored that. Does he really? Desmond Ridder has not missed a pass yet. Look out, world. Look out, world. He's coming. Dread it, run from it. The toddler arrives all the same. 3rd and 11. Just rip it, Sam. Addison's going to come back to it. Won't quite get there. We'll probably kick, if I had to guess, knowing KOC. He's not super aggressive on 4th down. I would go for it. I would go for it. Oh, I stand corrected. Our offense is out there. I mean, right. You kick it, right. You go up 13. That's nice, but it's still a 2-score game. Go for it. Your offense is chilling. Analytics recommend kick? Nah, I don't care. It's 3 yards, dude. We're not going to snap it. We're not going to snap it, are we? Oh, we will. Darnold's got to spin out. He's just going to chuck it. Ah, whatever. That'll make the stats look worse. If anything, that's actually good because we gained field position. Yeah, nice pick, losers. You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, Skol, Skol. Come on, let's go. Whatever. That's fine. The mini exactly. That was actually a good play by us. You don't get it. Oh man. Oh, teams hit the skull on us all the time these days. See how our friends in Vegas and Atlanta are doing. They're coming back to the game right now. They're trying to push ESPN bet on us, but Pearchamp did his best this week in fantasy in the half PPR league with 167 points. My goodness. For half PPR, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. You're hard-pressed to get that in full PPR. Game Solve saying, what are my thoughts on Bill Belichick going to coach North Carolina? I think it's so weird. I think I said this on stream before. I struggle to fathom Bill Belichick in the era of NIL of all times, recruiting like 18-year-old high schoolers. And I know you can make the jokes, as Gabe was saying, about recruiting young talent, but like just imagine like, well, you know, if you commit here, we'll give you a Hellcat. You know, I don't know. I don't know. And I think it's so funny how it's like, I'm actually saying screw you, NFL, right? When it's like, dog, you got one interview last cycle. Like, and it wasn't even a serious interview. Like, they just used you to figure out who the rat in the organization was, right? And it's like, I'm going to college football because there's less politics and it's less bickering. It's like, oh, if I got some news for you, dude, you are walking into college football. You're going to learn real quick how much bickering there is in college football. Have fun with that, Bill. It's going to be fun though. I won't lie. I'll keep tabs on them. It'll be interesting. He'll probably try some really weird stuff schematically, right? He'll use it as a little defensive scheme playground. He clearly misses coaching. I respect it. I respect the hustle. I just do think it's funny though, his reasoning that he's saying for going there. It's like, nah, we know you wanted to go back to the NFL. It's just interesting, you know, but Sebastian saying you already have a decent lead and it's the Bears. Unfortunately, my new favorite team for tonight, so you could just take the point with the field goal. I get that. We wanted to stick our foot on their throats, but you know what? Let's just get a stop, hopefully. Oh, I see another Ridder completion. It's a 2-yard pass on 3rd and 11. Maybe this game will just be disgusting slop. Oh, sad. I'm sure he's in like the 80s, though, like the goat that he is. There you go. Oh, missed a tackle. Big Pat Jones. We'll still take like a 2-yard gain, though. Jamin Davis, that's right. No Ivan Pace, potentially until the end of the regular season. Jamin Davis is the replacement. Wait. That was Tyreek Stevenson who got the interception. All right. All right. Fair play. Oh, the Falcons are fired up. They might have just done something cool. Kirk just rip one? No, they got a blocked punt. Caleb's going to check it down to Keenan. Man, he looked slow on that play right there. You know, there was the washed allegations during preseason, and Keenan Allen looked like he'd put on some pounds and stuff, and he lost it. You know, he's a professional athlete. He knows what he's doing. He's just getting old, and he was never a fast guy to begin with. Man, he looked kind of slow there. Let's see if we could get a stop here. 3rd and 4. Man, he's just got time. Get him, Pat. Don't let him escape. Short. Nice. Are the Bears going to go again? They might punt it now. Ooh, Caleb doesn't look good getting up. He'll bounce up. Henry asking, do I have a pick to win the college football playoff bracket? Dude, I'm not going to lie. I've been such a college football casual this year. I'm trying to, like, I don't have like a great, amazing pick off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. I know Georgia has at least a favorable looking like draw, right? It's tough to say that like this Georgia team is on par with some of the other teams that have won it all. Oh, don't tell me we just got a flag for that. Yeah, we did. Bears first down. That's awesome. We just decked their punter. And this might be a terrible take because I know like they have a legacy of losing in big games and stuff. There's almost a part of me that wants to say Ohio State just purely because, like, I don't know. I don't have a good rational answer, though, right? I know, like, Oregon's, like, the #1 team, and they've been good, right? And they've got Dan Lanning, and they just get those transfer quarterbacks that are already developed and just, like, win with them and stuff. Fair game, right? I respect it. Whatever, you know. I don't know. Texas looked good at the beginning of the year, and they were killing everyone, but it's like, I don't know. We got them twice, right? I don't know. Who's your pick, Henry? Who is your pick to win the national championship this year? Honestly, whoever you pick, I might just copy you. Or at least I'll be like, okay, this is a team to take seriously. If you had to pick a team, Henry, who would you be? You know what? Screw it. I'll say Ohio State. Why not? Also, I just think it would be funny, like the Ryan Day meltdown, right? Like, oh, is Ryan Day going to be publicly executed after they lost to Michigan? It'd be a little funny if they ended up winning the national championship after all that. Sebastian going crazy for the Bears. We, the Bears shuffling crew, Super Bowl shuffle. You know what? There. I don't know what to say. They've got new life now after that penalty. Good for him, to be honest. Talking about Stevenson, honestly, if that Hail Mary had hit the turf, Tyreek might have been given kudos for recovering quickly enough to deflect the pass. Yeah, I mean, he still shouldn't have done that in the first place, though, right? I mean, but yeah. Man, he's going to be a fascinating story 5 years from now. Oh, remember Tyreek Stevenson? They're kind of running the ball with Swift a little bit right now. Swift is over 70 yards. Is that what they're saying? Henry has Ohio State too. Let's go. I'm not crazy. I mean, because they have like a crazy defense, right? What's his name? Oh, that one edge guy. Is it Jack Sawyer? Is that his name, right? Isn't he kind of crazy? And they've got those good running backs, and they've got Jeremiah Smith, right? I mean, they have a very good team, you know, and people like to meme on Ryan Day, and I get that. He can be a fun target, but also, like, they had a weird loss to Michigan, and then they lost by, like, what, 1 point to Oregon on the road? Like, this is obviously a very good team, you know? So, Lovato's asking, how cold is it in Minnesota right now? I have no idea. Let's go check. I'm gonna guess like 8 degrees. Minneapolis temperature. Oh my goodness, it's 32. It was a high of 39 today. Well, when I was there a few weeks ago, it was like 10. That's shocking. It's a little warm there right now. Very cool that they have 88 yards after getting 4 against the 49ers. There's DJ Moore. Another short catch for him. Man, we're kind of keeping him in this game a little bit. That stinking penalty. That stinking penalty. The fourth down failure wasn't great either. I don't know. That penalty was killer. We gave him new life. That penalty might cost us either 3 or 7 points here. They're just keeping it short and sweet right now. Short and simple. I get that. Trying to keep this Vikings offense off the field. Jalen Redmond. They got the Jalen Redmond package ready. That's awesome. Nah, he's been pretty good. KOC gave him a shout out in the locker room a few weeks ago. He's stepped up. He's been pretty good. Outperformed expectations. Getting a breather right now. 3rd and 5, right? Get the pass rushers in there. Get Jerry Tillery in there. Come on. Let's get some pressure here. Let's hit Caleb a little bit. There you go. Grenard got off quick. Get him. Flag down. Surely that'll be a hold. And Caleb's going to reach for it. Oh, did Drake London just score? I think he did, yeah. Touchdown. 30-yarder for Drake London. Whew. That's going to be a hold, right? Yeah. All right, so I definitely lost in my fantasy playoff game now. I was going against Drake London, and he had a 30-yard touchdown. That's tough. But competitive rebuild. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at how badly Grenard beat him off the snap. You might as well count that as a sack for Grenard, right? He cooked him. Caleb was able to get out of there, though. I mean, if it wasn't for the hold, you know. Well, if it wasn't for the hold, Grenard would have, like, got the ball, probably. But, come on, do it again. Do it again. They're just going to throw it short. No. No more DJ Moore screens. That was an unbelievable play by the Bears. They didn't get the first down, but they can go for it so easily now. That was a great play by the Bears. Those darn DJ Moore screens, dude. Oh. I swear, the Bears love to hit those against us. They hit like 2 DJ Moore screens for like 15 yards every time we've played them since he went there. A lot of 4th downs early in this game. 4th and a long one. Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh, he's short. He's short. A lot of failed 4th downs in this game. You know what? Man, I keep questioning the run defense, and they've come up in some high leverage moments. There's no way he got that. Bears are pointing like he got it. There's no way. Oh, yeah. That first initial hit just did so much to slow him down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see this Kirk touchdown. Oh, a little bit of a coverage bust right there. London wide open. But there you go. Kirk threw a touchdown. Kirk threw a touchdown. Hey, we needed that. We needed that. It's been a while. Good for Kirk. 4 for 4, 51 yards and a touchdown. Putting Desmond Ridder in his place. Ridder is going to just run around a little bit. All right. Henry asking, what would you say my way too early off-season prediction is? Ooh, okay. So you're saying like something that's going to happen this off-season? Ooh. Okay. Here's if that's what it is, that's how I'm going to take it. And if you're looking for something else, then I'll gladly humor you with that too. Here's what I'll say. My early off-season prediction of like something crazy that's going to happen in the off-season, unless the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, and maybe even if they do win the Super Bowl, but most specifically, if they do not win the Super Bowl, I don't think Ben Johnson leaves. I think he stays again. I'm starting to wonder if he's going to take a head coaching job again this year, right? He's been very vocal about his conditions, right? He needs top-down organizational buy-in. They need to admit their mistakes from the past. He's in an excellent situation right now. He's making a crap ton of money right now. He's a smart guy. He knows he's the top candidate. Like once he like enters his name into the ring, right? He's the top candidate. He's the top candidate for like 3 cycles running now, right? And even with that, like he knows like this is his shot. This is his chance, right? If he goes to like, I don't know, the Raiders, right? And it doesn't go well after 3 years and he gets canned. It's like, well, he's just a coordinator. And he'd be hard pressed to get hired as a head coach again, right? And I also think, I don't know the guy, right? Some people like this. He just likes scheming. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. He just likes scheming. Maybe he just wants to scheme for Dan Campbell, and that's his career. He's Dan Campbell's like offensive wizard. Honestly, there's worse paths to take as a coach, right? I don't think he takes a job this offseason. I think he stays. I honestly, honest to goodness, think he stays. I really do. Aaron Glenn might go. I don't think they'll keep both their coordinators. I really think Ben Johnson's going to stay. Power of friendship, right? I mean, I remember getting the notification this past January. Ben Johnson announces he's going to stay. I'm like, no. No, I swear, this is not me trying to jinx. Like, I genuinely believe this. I honestly think this is going to happen. But Sam Darnold to the Raiders. I like that one. No, Sam is going to get paid by someone, and the team that pays him is not going to be equipped, maybe, for Sam Darnold. He's not bad by any means, but, like, you know. That would be insane for him to run it back again, right? You know. I think they could get him, though, right? Let's say they just miss out on the Super Bowl again, right? Dan Campbell's like, we're so close, man. We're so close, you know? Dude, I would buy in. I would buy into it. Oh, I think Aaron Glenn will. Aaron Glenn's stock has risen up so much this year with how good the Lions defense has been, even after Hutch went down, right? He just seems to time his blitzes up so well. And even though sometimes I get a little worried about like, oh, running a lot of man coverage is a dangerous game to play in today's NFL with how good these receivers are. I don't know, man. All things considered, that Lions defense is pretty good. That Lions defense is better than it should be. That's what I'll say. Aaron Glenn deserves a lot of credit for that. And he seems like a cool dude, too. Like, yeah, I'd want to play for Aaron Glenn, you know? I think he'll get hired, and I think it'll be a good hire. Michael asking, is Sam Darnold the next Case Keenum? I think he's a little bit better than Case Keenum. He's a little bit better. Case did not have the arm that Darnold does, right? And Case was good at like running around and buying time. He was a slight Diggs and Thielen merchant. And that might sound funny because you could say that Darnold is like a Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson merchant. True, fair, right? But really most of Case Keenum's game was like, I am going to run around for 5 seconds and then just chuck it to Diggs, right? Darnold, he'll do that sometimes too, but man, I don't know, especially like the past month now, there's a lot of great plays that he makes in structure and out of structure. Like, man, some of the throws that he hit in that Cardinals game in the second half, I'm up there in the stands, right? He's firing these lasers like between 3 Cardinals defenders. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to get picked off, and he just drops it into Jefferson. I'm like, dude, that is an unreal throw, right? Or like that throw against the Falcons, right? Yeah, there was a coverage bust. Yeah, the Falcons DBs were falling down. Also, that was a crazy play by Darnold to buy enough time to like actually be able to get that throw off, you know, right? And he's not setting his feet. He just flicks his wrist to Jefferson. It's like, Yeah, that was poor play by the DBs, but also that was like a sick play by Sam Darnold too, 2017 case was crazy. I think Darnold's a little bit better than Keenum though. Like, yeah, again, Keenum probably even like his 2017 year, wasn't like one of the 25 best quarterbacks in the league. He kind of had some power of friendship abilities too, a little bit. He had a few stinkers and he kind of melted down in the playoffs against the Eagles. But Darnold, Darnold might be a top 25 quarterback in the NFL. But Lovato asking, should the Vikings re-sign Darnold? I don't know. It's tough, right? Because how do you go away from this? That's what's so tough, right? But here's the thing. You got to stick with the process, right? I really think unless like the Vikings win the Super Bowl, you have to stick with the plan. The plan is JJ McCarthy. The plan is having a rookie contract. Here's what I'll say though. I truly hope if we don't bring back Sam Darnold when we roll with JJ McCarthy, which I expect the Vikings to do, right? And the logic is we're going to save some money, right? Rookie contract, instead of paying Sam, we're going to save some money. We got to use that money. We got to use it. I honestly think like I wouldn't care like if the Vikings traded their first round pick in the offseason to get like a big time vet on defense. Like I'm just going to throw this name out there as an example. He's not available for trade. The Vikings aren't getting him. They've been linked with him from like Vikings fans on Twitter, but like someone like Dexter Lawrence, right? Or I would trade I don't know if we have a second round pick, I'll have to remember. But I would trade our second round pick for Jeffrey Simmons. I don't care. I'd take on his contract, right? That's why you get the rookie quarterback. So you can pay other dudes, That would be the advantage. There you go, Hawk. Hawk to a first down. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Darnold is better than Keenum. See, that's he is actually playing well. He's almost playing a little bit too good. I mean, not actually, right? Because you want the team to be good. I will say, I said a few weeks ago, the bar for JJ McCarthy is he just needs to be at least Sam Darnold. That might be a higher bar than I originally anticipated. That might be a slightly higher bar than I thought. That's not a given. As a Vikings fan that's trying not to be a doomer, that scares me a little bit, but that's next year's problem. Man, I don't know. I don't even want to think about that right now. I just want to enjoy this season. But it is a very legit conversation to have. The Vikings front office is definitely thinking about it right now, But I hope the team isn't thinking about it. Parent Chap says he hopes Zach Taylor gets fired soon. He gives Mike McCarthy vibes while riding the coattails of a top 5 QB at the time, but at least McCarthy won his Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like the Bengals do anything interesting schematically, right? Zach Taylor is a McVay tree guy, and he's an offensive coach. But they honestly have a pretty vanilla offense. It really is I really do think that is a case of getting carried by talent a little bit. So it wouldn't shock me. I think I've said this before too. The Bengals ownership is really patient with coaches. I mean, think about how long Marvin Lewis stuck around there. I would be a little surprised if they did fire him. I think they'll give him another year. I would probably fire him though, to be honest. I would probably fire him. Henry's got a good take I'll get to here in a sec. I only saw part of it, but I'm liking where you're going. Generating some conversation. Addison getting killed. Making the catch. Henry saying, my off-the-dome take is the 49ers trade Purdy and try and get a veteran win-now QB. That would be crazy. I could kind of see it. I wonder if that would be this year or next year. I'm going to draw a comparison in a sec as Sam gets sacked. That stinks. No. Kyle Shanahan wants his Matthew Stafford, right? I mean, that's exactly what the Rams did with Goff. Granted, they paid Goff, and then after a year, they're like, oh, crap, we shouldn't have done that. Let's go get Stafford, right? No, it would not shock me if Kyle's I need my Stafford. I'm trying to think of who that would be, who their veteran win-now quarterback would be, right? I'm trying to think of who would even be on the market. Aaron Rodgers? I don't know that you want to do that. I don't know that you want to get yourself into that. And it's tough because like the 49ers problems go a little bit beyond Purdy. Like they just need to get younger and fresher as a whole, right? I mean, you look at like the names on their roster. Christian McCaffrey, man, you wonder how the rest of his career is going to be. Bro. Well, turns out Brian O'Neill is hurt after all. That's sick. Now we're without both of our starting tackles. It's chill. It's chill. Man. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to try anything too crazy at this point, right? At this point, I get just like, all right, let's just get into the half, right? We've got JV tackles out there now. Well, I guess Cam Robinson is like a starting quality player, but now we've got a backup right tackle out there. You know, we just need to survive this. Man, this is, I feel like we should be up by more than 10 right now, right? Feels like the Vikings, well, I guess the Bears have honestly kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. They've moved the ball decently well. Shocker, we've got a weird game, but man, yeah, O'Neal is out again. But yeah, I would say this year, that would be a shocker if the 49ers traded. I could kind of see it, though. I don't know. Maybe they do. Here's what I'll say. 2 years from now, I would be a little surprised if Purdy was the 49ers quarterback. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I suppose we can at least get a field goal here if we don't pick up this first down. I think we might play this pretty safe. Yeah. Oh, oh. First down. Okay. We have to use our last timeout, which is kind of unfortunate, but hey, we'll take that. First down. Maybe a few shots at the end zone here. Eating Hawkers. 49ers suck, says the Seahawks fan. 3rd and 10 is automatic, and yet 4th and 3 is not. Oh, man. Lovato agrees that the Bengals should fire their head coach. Also says, isn't it annoying the TV broadcasts are focused on the line of scrimmage? You can't see the routes. Shout out Amazon Prime for Prime Vision, man. I do love me some Prime Vision. Yeah, I know you don't get the same view, and it still looks nice, right? But yeah, it'd be nice to see the routes develop. It would be nice to see the routes develop. We got some Purdy discourse. I'll weigh on that in a sec. See if the Vikings can punch it in here, maybe. Jefferson chilling in the slot. Blitz! Look out, Sam! Well done, Sam Darnold. Greatest incompletion ever. Oh yeah, he just it was like a little throw-in kind of. The two-hand overhead pass a little bit. Maybe not overhead, but just eh. It's exactly the noise I'd imagine he'd make, making that pass. Oh, man. Nah, I don't know that Purdy is a top 10 quarterback. I don't know, man. He's all right. But I think we are seeing yeah, they are injured, right? But he's kind of had a lot of bad games this year. And even the success he had last year, I'm not trying to sound like a hater, right? And dude, I don't know. A lot of his success was built on yak. And yes, I get to an extent some of that is the quarterback has to throw a nice ball and have good timing, and that's how you can set up yak. But also a lot of it, if you even go back to last year, right? If you watched my my NFL overvalues quarterbacks video, right? I highlighted a play. Well, I didn't directly highlight it, but I showed a clip of the play. A long Deebo Samuel touchdown versus the Eagles that Purdy threw, right? That was Deebo. Purdy was late to that throw. Deebo caught it, broke a tackle, and scored while getting hit. Whatever. Flag. Wait. Actually, taking a sack is terrible there because we don't have a timeout. The flag will help, although we might get a 10-second runoff if it's on us. But oh my gosh. Thank you. A gift. Let's go. Montez Sweat offsides. Favorite NBA Young Boy song. Oh man. But I don't know. I would call Purdy like QB 19 or 20. I don't know. I'm not incredibly high on Purdy, but oh, Sebastian asking about my next video. It is not a here. I'll give you the title. I'll give you the title here after the third and down for the Vikings. I'll give you the title. Maybe if I'm nice. Maybe if I'm nice, I'll give a little thumbnail teaser. Ah. The title, that I might change it, but the title is yes, you should go for it on fourth down. It's about fourth down. A lot of different things, not just the analytics behind fourth down, although that is a part of it and that is interesting too. But the overall fourth down culture war, right? New way of thinking versus old traditional ways of thinking, right? Playing it safe, taking the points, punting the ball. It's a very fierce debate right now. It's a very interesting topic. It kind of represents this struggle of the sport itself of football versus change, right? Should you change the way that things have always been done? You know, can you streamline football? Is football an art or a science, right? The 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 razor thin margin between that. I don't know. I find it really interesting. I don't know if I explained that very well, but I promise you it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm fired up. I think it's going to be a good one. I recorded it this weekend. I'm laying out clips right now, right? Trying to make sure I don't get a copyright strike, trying to make some money off of this video, right? All that good stuff. It is a lengthy process. I will say it is. Like, I won't lie. I love doing Dr. Pigskin. I love this so much. Sometimes it sucks when you sit down. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to find a clip of Brandon Staley making a facial expression like this, and it can't be copyrighted, and it needs to be 5 seconds long so it can match up with what I'm saying. Like, sometimes that sucks, and it'll take like 30 minutes to find just like a specific like 5-second clip of what you want, you know. But you know, it's awesome. It is like a fun little treasure hunt though. When you do find it, it's like, oh yes, I found it. Let's go, you know. But that's what it is. The people wanted it. Fifth down. There we go. That's the next generation of football. Fifth down. But we'll talk about Dan Campbell. We'll talk about Brandon Staley. We'll talk about Antonio Pierce. We'll even talk about my dad. That's what I'll say. It's going to be a good time. My dad gets a mention in that video. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Henry with the elite reference right there, saying Purdy is close to being a Curtin Dalton line of quarterbacks. I like that. I think he's below the Dalton line, to be honest. I don't know, man. I mean, the way I look at it, right, if the 49ers let Brock Purdy walk, right, and I kind of said this about Rodgers yesterday on stream too, but like if the 49ers let Purdy walk and he hits free agency, I don't think that like the Raiders are going to be like, oh, Purdy's a free agent, we got to have him, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know. And again, there's not like, I say all that, right? Like, this is not to say like, oh, Brock Purdy is terrible and the worst thing ever, right? Like, we quite literally saw the 49ers come inches away from winning a Super Bowl with him last year, right? You can win a Super Bowl with him, but man, you got to be a sick team. Things have got to be rocking and rolling. Things have got to be working well, right? There is a much smaller margin for error with him as opposed to like Josh Allen, right? That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. We got Jack going off against Purdy right now. Oh, man. Go back to this question from Gabe, which I thought was interesting. Then we'll jump into some halftime games. I know we've got the Falcons-Raiders game going on right now. It's 7-3, it looks like. Falcons have the ball, but I haven't been as locked in on that one as I thought. Oh, well, what can you do, right? But Gabe asking, who would have more success, Baker on the Lions or Goff on the Bucks? Why, and what does that say about those QBs? That's tough. That's tough because I feel like if I had to like rank them, I would put Baker and Goff pretty close together. I can't believe I'm saying this. I might say Goff on the Bucks And that's a lot of that is an endorsement of the Bucks offensive infrastructure. It's certainly not the Lions, right? If you had to compare the position groups, like the Lions offense ecosystem overall clears the Bucks, right? Ben Johnson is a little bit better of an offensive coordinator. The line is a little bit better. Wow, wide receivers. I mean, I guess we'll say the wide receivers as they are right now, like no Godwin, but you have Evans, right? And the running game is pretty good. I do think Goff is a little bit better than Baker. And it's a little bit, it's enough where that, like, okay, like the gap between Baker and Goff is like this, and then the gap between the Lions and the Bucks is kind of like this. It's as lame as it is. It's about close to even. Like that would be a perfect way to handicap both of them, right? And like give them like even stats or something like that. I might lean Goff though. I just think he's a little bit better of a player, and the Bucks' offensive structure is worse than the Lions, but not by enough where I think it'd be a problem. I think Goff would be good on the Bucks. He's one of those guys again. Like you know what, you get him in a good spot. Yeah, he'll be pretty good. Again, you throw him on like this year's Kansas City Chiefs, for example, right? That's like they would be like a 7-win team with Jared Goff, but he's good. Jared Goff is like not bad by any means. Again, he's another guy that you could absolutely win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. You could absolutely win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. All right. Let's play some games. Let's play some Immaculate Grid. And I'm trying to figure out what to do because I only have first world problems. I only have one screen available right now. Whatever. It might look a little funky. You're going to be able to see your own chat. So be it. We're going to do this. Oh, shoot. Hold on. My OBS is all messed up right now. I was like, what the heck is this? All right, we're going to do this. We're going to switch back. We're going to get this. Hold on. I'm cooking, maybe. Oh my gosh, do I seriously have to do this? Hold on. Y'all are like seeing the behind the scenes right now, I think. Yeah, I know. First world problems, right? Is this the Rapture? What does it look like right now on YouTube? Does it look... Oh, you can see me shrink myself right now. Okay, hold on. And now? Oh my gosh, wait. No, I have to do this. That's why. Okay, that's why it was screwed up like that. Okay. Nope, we're not discarding that. Oh, save. Okay, there we go. Holy smokes. This is like a stream from last year. All right, and then we're going to make that disappear. Here we go. We've got it. We've got it. We've got the Immaculate Grid up. The Vikings are on the grid. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Games asking what games I'm going to play at halftime. We're going to do Immaculate Grid, and then as requested, we're going to do Bandle. And yeah, you guys can see your comments right now. You can see chat. This is what I'm looking at. When you see me looking over here, this is what I see. Well, I mean, I usually don't see the grid. It's usually like just this, and then I'll have OBS up. Man, now it looks really weird. But I'll do it like this. So if I need to ever fix anything in OBS, I could just go over here. Oh, shoot. Maybe I'm muted. Maybe it's like the draft night stream again where like you can hear 6 of my voices, and it sounds like you're getting possessed or something. But then I just do this so I can look at the chat, and I can see like, okay, is everything running smoothly on here? YouTube looking good, right? But wait, where did Immaculate Grid go? Okay, there it is. Here we go. Bandle. Wait, is it... That's what it is, Bandle, right? It's like Wordle for music. Gabe suggested that I play it during halftime, so we're going to do that. Oh, thank you, Lovato. I appreciate it. Chat's going crazy right now. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna do that during halftime here. And I will guess your 5 favorite players currently, Jack. We'll do that first before we jump in. I'm going to say Witherspoon. I'm going to say Gino. I'm going to say JSN. I'm going to say Julian Love and Leonard Williams. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Kirk is the worst correct choice. Oh, yeah, everyone's going to be doing Kirk. I'm tempted to do Michael Pruitt. I don't want to be a Michael Pruitt merchant, though, because I feel like I've gotten... Well, I feel like I've done Michael Pruitt for Falcons Titans. Whatever, we'll do it. We'll do Michael Pruitt. That's a great one. That's a great one. There's no way this is more than 2%. Bang! 0.1% for Michael Pruitt. Let's go. Cordero Patterson would have been a good one, too. Shane Waldron. All right, Vikings Raiders. Here we go. Napoleon Harris. Low key, I'm trying to remember. I might have actually already hit Napoleon Harris on stream. You know what? No, we're not going to do Napoleon Harris. I'm not going to be a merchant. Because Napoleon Harris, fun fact about him, he's one of 3 NFL players ever with the first name Napoleon. All 3 Napoleons have been drafted by the Raiders, and he also played with the Vikings for a little bit. I got 2 correct. I'll take that. 2 out of 5. Whatever. We'll do Napoleon Harris. I did all that not to use him. Nah, we're going to juice our score a little bit. Napoleon Harris, 1%. Let's go. Vikings, 5,000-yard rusher. We got Bill Boom Boom Brown last time. Dude, I feel like I've done all these before, right? I did Bill Brown last time. I swear I got like these 2 spaces when I had the Vikings on a grid one time. We're not going to do Bill Brown. We'll do Chuck Foreman. I'll get a higher percentage. Still pretty sick, though. 5%. Taylor Gabriel. Oh, we have to. Oh, Taylor Gabriel. That's the ultimate Henry player right there. Bang! 4% Taylor Gabriel. Let's go. Could have got Darnell Mooney, too, but Taylor Gabriel is absolutely the correct call right there. Oscar Pistorius. Oh, boy. Yeah, Chuck Foreman. How about Sebastian coming up with Chuck Foreman? I love it. Bears Raiders. Here we go. Here we go. Lamar Houston. How about Lamar Houston? I think he played for the Bears, right? I'm a little scared. Or should I go be safe and do Michael Bush? Michael Bush or Lamar Houston? I swear Lamar Houston played for the Bears. Whatever. I'm going to take a risk. I've used Michael Bush for this space before. Let's go! Lamar Houston, 0.3%. Shout out Old Maddens. Lamar Houston was a solid defensive end for a little bit, too. You know, he had a good career, all things considered. Martavis Bryant for Steelers Raiders. Ooh, that's a good one. I might be tempted to use that. Oh, what other heat checks can I get right now? Oh, Casey for Falcons and Steelers, right? Casey, Darius Hayward Bay. I suppose we've got a few of the teams repped here, right? A few of the teams of this channel. We've got the Vikings, we got the Falcons, we got the Steelers. Darius Hayward Bay is great for Steelers Raiders. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. I like it. Darius Hayward Bay. Speedster. Oh, 18%. That's still not bad, though. Under 20 is pretty good. Under 20 is pretty good. Falcon safety. Yeah, we'll do Casey. We will do Casey. Nice. 3%. We're killing it on this one, honestly. Michael Vick would have been a good one, too. All right. Bears 5,000-yard rusher. We're not going to do Walter Payton. We're not going to do Gale Sayers. Few others you could get. Matt Forte, maybe. We won't do him. How about Cedric Benson or Thomas Jones you could get? Thomas Jones is a little tempting. I feel like Thomas Jones was just a very under-the-radar player throughout his career. He had a very good career. Played for the Jets, Cardinals, and Bears. Not in that order. He was on the Bears Super Bowl team back in 2006. We'll do Thomas Jones. 6% for Thomas Jones. Nice. And then Steelers, 5,000-yard rusher. I don't think Mendenhall quite got there. He didn't have the longevity. I don't think Jordan Howard quite got there. He was like a 2-year wonder a little bit. He stuck around for a little bit, but Willie Parker. I don't know that Willie Parker had a long enough peak. Nah, there's no way. Not fast Willie. Could get Franco Harris, right? Could get Rocky Blyer. Could get Jerome Bettis. Could get Le'Veon Bell. Oh, man. James Conner. James Conner is kind of a sneaky one. I feel like James Conner's gotten to 5,000 at this point. D'Angelo Williams, he might have 5,000 too. What are we thinking, chat? James Conner, D'Angelo Williams to finish this one off. Rocky Blyer is a good one. Honestly, he played long enough ago that he's a sneaky good one. I do like getting those old school guys too. Oh man, and I know a weird amount about the 70 Steelers from my Super Bowl blueprint video. Oh, snap. We'll do the system QB quiz too, game solved. You're right. I did promise that I'll do that last time. I'll do Bandle and the Super Bowl. We'll do Blyer. No! No way he didn't get to 5,000. He played for so long. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh well, what can you do, right? That's tough. Jerome Bettis was the most popular answer. Dang. Oh well, we'll live with that. All right. We'll do Bandle, and then we'll do the quiz. Shoot, am I going to have to turn up the volume for this? I will, won't I? Oh, I can hear myself. Let me mute myself on YouTube real quick. There we go. All right. I don't know if you can hear this or not, but it sounds new. We're gonna... It was released in 2019. Oh, I didn't even see that. This is easy. Par 2. Uh-oh. Wait. How do I go to the next one? Oh. Wait. Dude, this is terrible. How do I not know this? Oh. 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 This is Dua Lipa, right? Don't you want me? I don't know the name of this song, though. I don't know the name of this song. It's not New Rules. It's not Levitating. Is it Be the One? No! That's the right artist, though. I just don't know this song. If you don't want to hit me, did a full 180. Right? What's the song called, though? Don't Start Now? Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll take it. He's not Dr. Music. I'm not. That was crazy. If you don't want to... Right? Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do, Pair Champ. Not Pair Champ. I'm so sorry. Game solved. I'm all over the place today. Forgive me. I had a long day at work. Not in a bad way, but just like, it was busy. You know, I was pretty productive today. I'll give myself that. I will play that quiz because I'm actually like very intrigued by this quiz. I will play that quiz once the Vikings game is done. You know, Vikings game wraps up a little bit earlier, right? I'm not as locked into this Falcons Raiders game as I thought I would be. I will play that quiz after this Vikings game. That's a deal. If I don't do it, then you have every right to unsubscribe and report me to YouTube and get my channel banned. That's unfair. Oh man, that's what I'll do, games. I will rip that quiz after this game. But we got a nice little holding call on Josh Oliver to start things out. 13-0 here for the Vikings in the third quarter. Let's go. Again, if I wake up tomorrow, my channel's banned. It's like, crap, I didn't play the quiz. Dr. Pigskin kicked off YouTube. Also, Charlie Warner just did a flip in the Falcons game. Look at that. We got some Pair Champ hype. Hey, y'all got to be careful, though. This man has a fiance now. Hey, got to respect the game. Just rip it, Sam. I'm saying that every play. Just rip it. I want to see deep balls to Justin Jefferson. Look at Pair Champ. Oh, he's flattered a little bit. I'm sure he is cute. Pair Champ asking, who do I think is more dangerous for the Vikings, the face of the playoffs, so they get a fifth seed? Dude, that's right. I missed that question earlier. Dude, I'm so sorry. I literally saw that question. I was like, ooh, good question. I'll get to that. And I just, oh, that was almost intercepted. I'm going to say that if who is more dangerous? I'm going to say the Rams. No, I do not want to play the Rams. I mean, we already saw what happened when we went to SoFi last time, right? That's a dangerous team. They've got great wide receivers. They've got a great quarterback. Sean McVay is a coach that knows how to win in the playoffs. And they've got a really good pass rush. They can win by rushing 4. They are a very dangerous team. Ain't no one in the NFC wants to see the Rams right now in the playoffs. Man, I didn't even think about that. They could get the 4 seed, dude. They could get the 4 seed. And we'd have to play them round 1. I would not be feeling good about that game at all. Darnold getting crushed. Man. No, it's incomplete. It's incomplete. But had some Rocky Blyer chatter here. After checking Pro Football Reference, Jordan Howard was about 7,000 yards short of 5,000. He had negative 2,000 yards. He's 700 short. Oh, man. That's so tough. I guess he didn't play a whole lot during the early parts of his career because Franco Harris was getting so many of the carries, but tough. Lovato saying sometimes Sam Darnold tries to remember he is Sam Darnold. Yeah. Who are 5 NFL players getting coal from Santa? Number 1, Deshaun Watson. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dark Elixir asking, what would you do at quarterback if you were Minnesota this offseason? Man. Oh, welcome to the stream, by the way. That is the question. I don't know. I want to answer that question after the season, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even like thinking about that right now. 4th and 20 for the Vikings, meanwhile, too. My goodness. Vanilla Ice did perform at halftime. That's right. I saw something on Twitter about that. That's crazy. Oh, Oscar FaceTimed me. Hold on. Bro, please bring him down. My goodness. Got a question from Green Gandalf. I still need to do 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the lump of coal. I'll get to that here in a sec. Who else would be getting a lump of coal? We got Goat Kid in here too. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Goat Kid. Kirby Joseph number 2. You know what? Doug Peterson gets a lump of coal for what he did to my glorious Jaguars. Oh, the Vanilla Ice concert going crazy. Who else gets a lump of coal? The Jets interviewed Thomas Dimitroff. Good luck, Jets. Trader Thomas. Wow. He was a part of the 33rd team. That's right. Because they were consulting the 33rd team, which is it's like a website, social media platform, but they employ a lot of like former NFL guys. You know, they had like Rick Spielman there, Thomas Dimitroff. I think like the St. Brown Brothers podcast is based on the 33rd team and stuff like that, right? That is crazy. Yeah. Goat Kid loving Josh Allen. Who doesn't, right? 3, 4, and 5 for lump of coal. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, you could think of like a quote unquote bad person on any NFL team, right? Ed Ingram would be getting a lump of coal. Oh, man. We'll say Ed Ingram and Jordan Addison might get a lump of coal. Oh, man. Aziz Al-Shair. Yeah. Daniel Jones. Nah, Daniel Jones does not get coal. Daniel Jones gets a nice shiny present. Hey, He's got the Vikings aura now, right? He's part of the KOC shelter for lost quarterbacks. We got Oscar in here. Welcome to the stream, Oscar. Good to have you back in here. Taking a look at the Falcons right now. Looks like you guys are up 6 points. Need my updated take on Sam Darnold. Still looking to just get him paid? Ideally, right? I mean, it hasn't been a pretty start here to the second half. You know, again, he's probably going to ask for a lot of money. And there's a small part of me that's a little nervous about moving on, considering how good we are this year, right? Don't love it, but I don't know, man. Do we really want to pay Sam Darnold like $45 million, you know? Right? The idea is, oh, our offense is good, right? The system is good. This can work, whether it's Darnold or J.J. McCarthy or Daniel Jones or me out there, right? This should work. If we have faith in our process, it'll work. That's what I'll say. I ended up giving the Darnold J.J. take anyways. It's chill. But yeah. He is good, though. He has been playing well, like, especially this past month, I would say. Today has not been his best game, though. I don't know. There's been a lot of pressure on him. I'm not liking how easily the Bears are getting pressure on him, but look at that. I got a little Georgia reunion going on in chat right now. Let's go. Josh Allen should get all 3 remaining lumps of coal. Fair enough. He was pretty mean to the Lions. Caleb buying time. Get him, please. We'll live with a throwaway. We'll see about the penalty, though. I like it. Oscar asking the question through chat. I love it. Oh, Matt Ariza. Was he innocent and convicted of a false claim? You know, that's a whole slippery slope, right? And I'm not going to pretend to be a legal expert and know everything. What I know is that the case was dropped, which doesn't always mean he's innocent. I'm not going to make a claim as to whether he's innocent or guilty because honestly, I have no idea, right? All I really know is that it wasn't like a judge was like, oh, no, he didn't do it. But it was like, oh, we're no longer doing this case, which could mean he didn't do it or it could mean other things. But give him a lump of coal. Look at that. Another 5-yard pass to DJ Moore. Honestly, I don't know. If I am going to pull off this miracle in the fantasy playoffs, if the Bears just want to give DJ Moore a cool 15-catch, 92-yard game, I'll take it. Deshaun Watson, Rashee Rice, Matt Ariza, Azeez Al-Shaair, and Tyreek Hill. That's not a bad list right there. Oh, Dark Elixir asking about the Saints. Will they be a realistic playoff team again? We are in cap hell. Yeah, and it's been that way for a while, right? I mean, they just need to rip the Band-Aid off. Ownership has got to be like, all right, you know what? Fans are getting fed up with this approach. Being an 8-win team every year is not maybe the best approach. We need to like tear this thing down from the studs. And I think firing Dennis Allen midseason was like a step in the right direction. Like they are recognizing, okay, maybe we do need to stop with this continuity is king. We're going to do this forever type of model, right? You know, so that's what I'll say. Oscar asking about Brock Purdy too. You know, we were actually just talking about Brock Purdy like a little bit before halftime. What should the 49ers do? I think they should let him walk. I don't think they should pay him. And going into the year, I would have said, I don't know that they should pay him, but I think they will, and at least I get that. Now, based off how their season has played out, some of the injuries they've had, some of their guys are getting older, and it just looks like there's just nothing left in the tank, right? There's no room to improve, really, for this iteration of the 49ers now. I think they might actually be like, all right, we got to move on. And I was saying, you know, Sean McVay saw the same thing with Jared Goff. The only difference was he kind of saw the writing on the wall after they paid him. They paid Goff, and then the Rams kind of had their down year, and then they moved on, and they got Stafford. I think Kyle wants his Stafford at some point. Kyle's going to, I don't know who that's going to be. It's not like a Matthew Stafford is on the trade block every year. I honestly think based off like how this year's gone, especially the second half of the season, I honestly don't think they are going to pay him. They might tag him. I don't know. And he doesn't get the 5th-year option, right? Because he wasn't a first-round pick. I don't know. I think they let him walk. Here's what I'll say. If I was the 49ers, right? Because I know there's been like a weird amount of 49ers Twitter that's like, well, what if we fired Kyle Shanahan? If I was the 49ers ownership, and I don't know how they think or operate necessarily, but if I was them, I'd be like, all right, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, you guys have done a really good job here, right? You guys did an awesome job with the rebuild when you came in 2018. I trust you guys. You do not need to worry about your job security. We can rebuild again. I trust that you guys can do this. You can do a good rebuild again. I will give you a few years, right? I have faith if I give you like 2 to 3 years, we can be back to being a good team. Now, again, I don't know what like the 49ers ownership is actually like, but if I was owning the 49ers, that's what I would do. I'd be like, yeah, you guys can tear it down. It's chill. I'm not going to fire you if we win 7 games next year when we're like trying to get younger, because they need to. I mean, they have so many contracts on the books, right? Sure, they could try and keep restructuring, but that's how the Saints became who they were, right? It's like, yeah, you know what? You can keep bringing back Cameron Jordan and Marshawn Lattimore, right? But man, eventually, all of a sudden, you get to like this year, and Michael Thomas's cap hit is like $60 million because you keep kicking it down the road. It's like, do you really want to live like that? Do you really want to live like that? Dennis Allen has the personality of drywall. He would be the coach's version of like the low sodium chip that we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Is Kyle Shanahan in danger with such a poor season? I don't think so. I don't think he should be. But Henry saying with the Falcons and Vikings playing at the same time, it makes me wonder, what do you think separates good organizations from bad ones? Those two teams are in very similar spots 1 to 2 seasons ago. That is a great question. I mean, I think it really starts with having a head coach and GM pairing that's on the same page, right? You know, Kwesi and KOC, they were a package deal. The Vikings were intentional about hiring their GM first because they wanted their GM to be a part of the head coaching hiring process. They wanted to get a pairing who was going to be on the same page, right? For as great as Zimmer and Spielman were together, they low-key did not get along, right? Mike Zimmer was like, you will draft a corner in the first round every year or I will kill you, you know? And then KOC and Kwesi come in and it's like, oh, they're going to Timberwolves games together. They've got like this Euro step handshake that they do, right? You know? Whereas like the Falcons, it's like, I don't know. There's just been so much madness going on internally with the Falcons, right? You got Rich McKay and all that, right? Terry Fontenot has been there. Terry and Raheem didn't come in at the same time, right? And I mean, I don't know. And I want to say like ownership plays a big factor too. I don't think Arthur Blank is just like some truly terrible owner, right? Like I don't think he's like David Tepper or Jerry Jones or anything, right? But you know, I mean, it just takes good decision making and good process. And like, again, I hate to keep coming back to this, but you look at the way that these two teams have approached the quarterback position this offseason, right? And it is less to do with the quarterbacks themselves and more to do with like the process, right? The Falcons' thinking is, we are going to get 2 quarterbacks no matter what, because quarterback is the most valuable position, right? And so we're going to get our win now vet, and we're also going to sit a rookie. And because we sit a rookie, therefore he's going to be good, right? Like we have to sit Penix no matter what, you know. And all of a sudden they just have too many eggs in the basket of one position. And their pass rush still stinks. And now they're like, oh my gosh, we need to panic trade for Matthew Judon. And now all of a sudden that's not working out, right? And like you have Kirk, who's kind of struggling out there. Granted, they're winning right now, but like it's not like Kirk has been playing good football for like however many weeks now. And you've got this rookie you spent the 8th overall pick on, and they're just refusing to play him because they're so adamant that he needs to sit. And it's like, man, putting him in for like 3 games at the end of the year, that's not going to make or break him, right? Like, just play him, you know? I say that. Kirk looks like he's had a pretty good first half, but again, it's just like decisions like that, right? You know? Hindsight is 2020. Henry, you were right about this, though. You were straight up right about this, right? The Kyle Pitts pick, right? Looking at the other players on the board, and I say this as someone, like, when they picked Kyle Pitts, I was like, let's go. I love Kyle Pitts, right? But the Falcons' decision-making and process just hasn't been as good. Bro. Whereas meanwhile, the Vikings, like it's been a clear plan from the get-go, right? The Vikings wanted to build a machine for the quarterback, whether it was Kirk, whether it was Darnold, whether it was a rookie, right? We're going to draft Jordan Addison. We're going to trade for TJ Hawkinson. We're going to pay our linemen. We're going to build a sick offense. Whoever the quarterback is, as long as they don't screw it up, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But that was a good question, Henry. I like that. I like going off on those tangents like that. But Oscar's going to head out. Pleasure to you too as well. Thank you for tuning in. As always, good to see you in here. Let's go. Sebastian saying Rams should have traded for another coach, but I'm not going to complain. Lions, Goff, stay winning. Hey, I feel like the Rams are pretty happy with their coach, though. But I do love me some Sean McVay. But they have Lance PTSD. No way they let Purdy walk. I get that. It didn't go well. I don't know. You got to just be like, I know it didn't work last time, but you got to try something. Find your Stafford, man. That's really what it is. Find your Stafford. Honestly, as just like a neutral football enjoyer, as someone that loves watching like exciting football, no disrespect if there's any Cowboys fans in here, man, I wish that Dak didn't sign. I wish that Dak didn't sign an extension with the Cowboys. I would have loved Dak Prescott to be on the market this offseason. Oh, get Dak on the Niners. Oh, anyways. That would have been fun. Parachamp saying, I think the Vikings could develop JJ behind Sam, but I don't know if they have the budget for it. Yeah, and that's what's tough, right? It would be nice if we could bring back Sam for one more year, right? JJ would get a healthy year on the bench, right? That would be nice, but yeah, again, that's just a lot you're investing in one position when only one guy's going to be out there. That's what's so tough about the McCarthy injury too, right? Like, it's one thing for him to sit and learn the offense and observe, and all that's nice, right? But, like, he hasn't been able to get physical reps even in practice, and that was one of the big things with J.J. McCarthy, right, is mechanical stuff that you need to clean up a little bit, right? Footwork, right? Like, being able to generate enough power and, like, throw to different sides of the field, right? That's been kind of the question with him, right? He has the talent. You can see the live arm, but sometimes, like, mechanically he's not all the way there. And Luke Braun, who covers the Vikings on the Locked On Network, who understands this stuff more than I do, right? He was on this beat all training camp. He's like, hey, look at this, like comparing J.J. McCarthy's throwing motion versus college to now, the way he was even taking snaps. He's like, hey, look at this. Like, they're teaching him to do different things. And then you can't do that as much when, like, you have a knee injury, right? They can't do as much of that physical work. And I think that stuff, in the case of McCarthy, matters just as much, if not more, than the mental stuff they've been drilling him on, right? So it is tough that, like, he hasn't been able to be out on the practice field, building chemistry with Justin Jefferson, learning these new mechanical things, you know. You wish he could, but that would be the upside of, like, keeping Darnold around for another year, right? So then year 3, okay, you've had 2 years, 1 year to actually work on some of these things. But what can you do? Tough, right? Lavada saying, seems much more logical to structure a good team and eventually find your quarterback than hope you draft the next Mahomie. And even like Mahomes, right? The Chiefs traded up. They were a good team when they got Mahomes. They had Kelsey. They had Tyreek. They had Andy Reid, right? Like, yeah, exactly. You get it. Not that having a good quarterback is bad. Also, someone's helmet just came flying off. But, you know. Sam will get paid somewhere, though. Yeah. He'll get a decent deal from somewhere. I don't know. If you're like, I don't know, the Browns, you know, do you really want to put that much money into Sam Darnold? I don't know. Stefanski's not bad, though. Stefanski's not bad. Their receivers are solid, but I feel like the first half was so fast, and now this game has slowed down a little bit. Man, what are we doing? Is that a free play? There's a Dunze turning up field. We're kind of keeping the Bears in this game. They're just kind of hanging around a little bit. Uh-oh. Now Metellus is down. Now he's getting back up. 2 fouls, both on us. Let's go. Game solved asking, would I rather have an average offense with the best wide receiver or running back in the league? I'm going to say wide receiver. I love running backs. This is not an anti-running back take. I'm going to say wide receiver. Wide receiver opens up so much, right? If you have the best wide receiver in the league, like, say, Justin Jefferson, right? Look at the way teams cover him, right? You have to allocate like almost a third of your defense just to stopping him. It opens up a lot for your other receivers, and it opens up a lot in the running game. I would say receiver. Oh, Caleb missed Keenan. He was open. He was open. Let me Google Brian O'Neill real quick. Let's see if we have any updates. Oh, wait. He's back in. Did I miss that? Okay. Dude, so many Brian O'Neill scares. Wow. He was questionable with a knee injury, but I'm seeing some people say he's back in. Running backs are only truly effective with an above-average quarterback. To an extent, yeah, and I would say the line plays a big part too, right? I mean, look at the difference between like Saquon last year and this year. It's not like Saquon got like so much better as a player, right? Like he's just on a much better team, you know. I will say running back is maybe a little bit more team dependent than wide receiver too. Maybe a little bit. Obviously, if you're a receiver, if you have a terrible quarterback, yeah, that can hamper you too. But man, too easy for Swift right there. Bro, he almost scored on that play. They've been running it well with Swift. You know, again, they've had a few like runs go nowhere in like high leverage situations, but man, they're just hanging. These games are never normal. It'd be nice if our offense could come up with something here. Oh, now we're hustling onto the field. There's Dallas Turner. I'll get to your question in a second, Henry. I like that one, though. Touchdown Swift. Second effort got him. One score game. Here we go. Fair play. Henry asking, do I think that Caleb will make a sophomore year jump? I think he can. I really do. I'm very curious to see who the Bears hire as their coach and who they put in on their coaching staff. Oh, they put the lineman at fullback and he didn't report. Yeah, let's go. We showed you, Bears. All skill right there. What a stop from the Vikings defense. Let's go. What a break. Ha ha. That's insane. He had an ineligible number and he didn't report, so it's no touchdown. Oh, that would be hilarious if we stopped him now. Come on. That would be crazy if Andrew Van Ginkel got his third pick six of the year right here. No, they're going to run it. Goodness. What a cutback by Swift. Yeah, I'm curious, though, because, like, you know, if they are an offensive head coach, okay, let's see who that is, right? Or who the coordinator is going to be. They need to improve the offensive line a lot. But I think he has it in him. Like, he's shown a lot of good football this year even. And you know what? We all overestimated the overall skill of this Bears offense. Me included. Like, me, absolutely. I was wrong, too. I overestimated how good their offensive line is. You know, I thought, like, oh, it won't be that bad, right? Dallas Turner sprinting back out on the field again. It's the second time in 3 plays that's happened. Stopped him. Nice. Another flag down. But I'm not too worried about Caleb. Again, he might not be like Mahomes, but there's a good quarterback in there, I believe. I really do. Man, some of the throws he can make, some of the jams he gets himself out of. And he is good from the pocket, too. I almost feel like, especially early in the year, like, he was almost trying too hard to prove like, yeah, I can win from the pocket, right? It's like, yeah, that's nice, but like also you can run. That's okay. Like you can scramble. There's nothing wrong with that. Bears penalties, man. They're killing them. Yeah, that is a hold. He grabbed him. He like tackled him. Caden speculating Vrabel to Chicago. That would be an interesting one, especially if Vrabel could bring over a good OC with him. I could get down with that. Not to make it all about the play caller, obviously, but when you do have a young quarterback like that, it really does matter. Whew. All right, we're good. Third down. Come on. Goal line stand. Games asking, if Ben Johnson becomes a head coach, who do you think he would want as the GM? I don't know. Whoever like the Lions assistant GM is or something like that. Whoever Brad Holmes' best friend is. Probably someone from like a good organization though, right? That's usually a good way to go about things. Brad Holmes was like the lead scout for the Rams, you know. They're shooting their feet. You say that in Brazil? That's awesome. They're shooting their own feet. Get him. Get him. Oh! No touchdown. Holy crap. Man, we survived that. Sebastian saying counterpoint is that running back play isn't dependent on the quarterback. I feel like a good running back can deal with a mid-O line early in their career like Adrian Peterson, or like early career Adrian Peterson could do better than a wide receiver with a limited QB. That's fair. That's fair. And maybe I don't not to like gas up the Vikings too much. Adrian Peterson is like I guess he is like the best. You know what? No, you're right. The question was best running back versus best wide receiver. I'm not going to say he was an outlier. That is fair. And, you know, Derrick Henry was very good on some Titans teams. Although Tannehill was solid. But, like, even pre-Tannehill, he was good. Saquon did have his just like a crazy year. We don't need to see that. No, there's no face mask. We don't need to see that. You don't need to show the slow-mo of that. It's chill. But that's fair. We have seen plenty of running backs do well without good quarterback play or good line play. I'll give you that. Raiders are if the Raiders score a touchdown, they take the lead. Here's a screen to Jacoby Myers. Like 6 yards. Jack saying the 49ers suck. Yeah, it's not their year. Hey, you got to be feeling good about that, though, right? You get some good 49ers hate watches in this year, I bet. That's got to feel good. Green Gandalf saying it's actually illegal to call a face mask against the Vikings after the Rams game. So true. And it happened in the Colts game, too. Fun fact, Sam Darnold's face mask is actually a legal target in the NFL. It's fair game. You can grab it. It's allowed. Man, that game feels like a long time ago. I remember after that game, right? Vikings were 5-0. Then they lost to the Lions. Then they lost to the Rams, dropped to 5-2. Darisaw was out for the year. And it's like, this isn't 2016 all over again, is it? Is it? And you know what? It wasn't. We beat the 2016 allegations. Oh, I had a chicken Big Mac. Y'all remember that? I was actually thinking about bringing back the whole drive-through stream here today. And I'm regretting saying this because now I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of y'all. I will not be hitting up a drive-through after the game here today because I'm not hungry. I made myself a very good dinner today. I had some leftover ground beef, so I made a nice little double smash burger. But next time, I will. That was the McDonald's post-stream game. It was, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. I will bring that back again soon, though. Maybe, here we go. When we do our little game and quiz stream, right? Because we are going to do that quarterback quiz at some point. Maybe we'll play some other games and stuff like that. I'll do a chill, non-game, non-pregame stream because I haven't done one of those in a while. There won't be a game on. This won't be like a Sunday morning or anything. I don't know. I'll find like a Wednesday or something, right? Sometime within these next few weeks. Maybe then we'll bring that back because that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. And we'll just chill. We'll talk some ball. We'll play some games and just hang out. How about that? We'll do a nice little The Dr. Pigskin holiday party. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. We're going to have the Dr. Pigskin holiday party. I love it. I love it. All right. Start at the 30. Let's get a touchdown here. We were very fortunate to hold them to 3 right there, right? Also, the Raiders, what just happened in that game? Something crazy happened. The Falcons are celebrating. They're going crazy. Lovato saying, little recommendation, David Swirsky on Instagram makes funny parody sounds over Bears defeats. I'll have to check that out later. Dave Swirsky. Said David for no reason. Dave. Oh, it's another block. That's why they're going nuts. Look at the Falcons making plays. There you go. Josh Oliver. Oh, another penalty down. This game's gotten a little sloppy. A lot of penalties, right? Points taken off the board. We have had some sacks, some failed fourth downs. This would be a trap game for the Vikings. I mean, it still could be. I say this like the game is over, right? Man, if the Bears were even just like a little bit better, I'm being a little mean right now, but if like the Bears were just like even like 20% better, this would be a trap game that the Vikings would lose. It's holding on O'Neal. Yeah, he got him. First and 20. Woohoo. Yeah, not surprised by the run. Oh, he ran into his own guy. He just ran into Oliver there. Man, now they're showing the playoff picture. A lot of teams in the hunt. You know, some of them in the hunt is doing a lot of work, right? Like the Saints, for example. But they are. There you go. Get back to the original line. Oh, that was a nice move by Hawkinson. Look at that. Cutting back upfield. Third and manageable. Third and very manageable. Yo, we got AJ in here. Let's go. Welcome back to the stream. AJ saying, hot take. Vikings deserve to lose for those white uniforms. Not a fan of the whiteouts. I get it. No, they're not my favorite, right? Again, I wish there was maybe a little bit more purple. They're trying to do the whole winter thing. I get it. Wow. Coming in hot, though. Hoping to Darnold to keep feeding Hawkinson. This is the Hawk drive, isn't it? Man, we barely have more yards than the Bears. We only have 7 more yards than them. Oh! Oh! I see what you're saying. The Hawk drive. That was big. That was a rocket into Hawkinson. Donald just patting the baby, waiting back there. A little block and release. He just sits down. Look at that. That's nice. Big first down. Just keep that clock rolling. Man, if we could get a touchdown, that could more or less ice the game, you feel like. Well, you don't want to get too cocky, but going up 3 scores, you know, especially if we score with, like, say, a minute left in the third, that'd be pretty nice. But Darnold feeding Hawkinson for fantasy. Let's see how I'm doing. My playoff. Do I have a chance? Man, that Drake London touchdown probably killed me. I'm up 3 points right now. I have DJ Moore. I'm going against Drake London and Brock Bowers, and I'm up 3 points. Oh, it's not looking good because there's more time left in that game, too. I'm going to lose in my other Dynasty playoffs, too. That's so tough. This offense does not look quite as crisp as it did last week either, you know. A lot of big plays just haven't quite been there. Jefferson had a drop, you know. This one is a tough throw, but maybe you could have had it. Maybe. Just some missed opportunities. It's not like there hasn't been chances, you know. Our wide receivers are still winning, which is encouraging. Line's been shuffled around a little bit with all these injuries, right? Now we got CJ Hammond to help protect. We got to snap that ball. There we go. No one open there. Oh, Hawkinson wants a flag. I don't think he's going to get it. Oh, we do get it. Hawkinson getting first downs even without catching the ball. That's his second first down of the drive, right? Wow. They're going to get Byard for it? Yeah. Thomas Brown can't believe it. I'm going to have to see the replay of that one. Let's see. He's posting him up. Yeah, he got there a little early. I get that. He got there a little early. Oh, he got there maybe a little more than a little early. See that other angle. All right, we're in Bears territory for what feels like the first time in a minute. There you go. Aaron Jones has been working. There you go. Falcons might be scoring. Well, they got a 3rd and 9. They'll get a field goal at the very least, if anything. First down, Jones. Oh. Kirk looking for Ray McLeod there. Nah. I have no issue with not going tempo. This would be a nice, just grind it out type of drive, right? Aaron Jones, 4.8 a pop. You know what? Give it to him again. Let's give it to him again. Let's get that Aaron Jones touchdown for the parlay, right? Oh. We're letting that play clock go all the way down already. Oh, Darnold sailed it. That was a little high. You know, I've been saying all this about Sam Darnold. This has probably been Darnold's weakest performance since the Jags game so far, I'd say. He has not been quite as sharp today as he has been the past few games. Missing a few throws, you know, getting pressured a lot. A few dangerous passes. I mean, he has those every week, right? But like the offense was just so dominant, especially to close out the game last week. This is very different. Real hard-hitting analysis, I know, but man, just keep running it with Aaron Jones, dude. That was a nice little toss play right there. Let Jones take us home. This has been a good drive for Hawk, too. He really did almost snag that. JJ just reaching out. That would have been one of his best catches ever. That would have been one of his masterpieces. Game Solve saying he's up 16 points from beating my opponent who was up 30 on me. Really need a Robinson touchdown and a Desmond Ridder pick 6, and he could have a chance. Hey, you could be in a worse spot, you know. Bijan goes crazy in the second half, maybe. How is he doing in that game? Oh, we have another injury. That one's for the Bears. A lot of injuries in this game. Usually you think of like Thursday Night Football having all the injuries, right? Short week. Oh, that's not the box score I meant to click on. 14 for 73 for Bijan. That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, that's so tough. Drake London has only 2 catches, but one of them was a 30-yard touchdown. No need for Darnold at this point. Just keep running, says AJ. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Run it till they stop you, right? Whatever. If you get to like 3rd and 5, then you can think about passing it. But feed the beast. Aaron Jones, this has been a great drive for him. See if there's anything else I missed in chat earlier. I will say chat has been going crazy today, though. This has been awesome. If I go on like the YouTube Studio Analytics, I'll do that sometimes. I'll just be like, all right, like what streams have had like the most active chat? Because I can see like how many total messages have been sent in chat for a given stream, right? I know my draft stream, that one had a lot. That was crazy. Oh man, that's going to be a lot of fun this year. Hopefully my computer won't actually crap out on me this time, you know? I guess it was the laptop last time, but you know what I mean. But oh, that was crazy. Man, the Penix moment. Where's Jack at for the Penix reminder? They're highlighting the Falcons' run game. Wow, is that a counter run for the Falcons? Over on the other game? Man, Bijan is just so good. Like, I still think, man, like, I might have Bijan as, like, one of my 3 best backs in the NFL. I don't know. That's tough. 3, maybe 3 is steep. 5 for sure, I would say. I think he's, like, a top 5 back in the NFL. I love the way he runs so much. He's a good receiver. Oh, Jefferson shouting out Randy Moss right there on the touchdown. That's awesome. Impossible. No. No. Yeah, that was a crazy. You remember the reaction. That's awesome. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's Moss cancer. Second and 11. Oh, Jefferson, what a catch. What is this? I know, like, that's Jefferson's new first down celebration, right? He, like, wiggles his fingers underneath his chin. What is this? I don't know what this is. He used to do this, right? And I got exposed because when I went to the Vikings game a few weeks ago, Jefferson got a first down. I hit this, but he wasn't doing it. He did this. And I'm like, oh, this is a thing now. I have no idea what that is. He hits it, though. And I like tried Googling it. I Googled Justin Jefferson first down celebration. All that came up were like TikTok edits. He's like melting their minds. He's like a wizard. Lovato with a good question, asking if my main work is related to football. Believe it or not, it is actually not. Now, one day, believe me, one day I would love for that to be the case. And I actually went to school. I went to the University of Georgia. That's how I ended up in Georgia, right? I was born in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, but I lived there for like a year and a half. When I was like 2 years old, moved to Fargo, North Dakota, grew up there. Then I went to the University of Georgia to be a part of their... I went there to like go to their journalism school, pretty much, right? That's a big reason why I went there. And they also have a really good sports media program there. Originally, I wanted to do play-by-play, which I still like, you know. But I've really gotten into like writing and stuff like that. So my main job is I actually write for the newspaper here in White County, Georgia. Touchdown Aaron Jones. There we go. Needed that. But White County, Georgia. It's in Northeast Georgia. It's up in the mountains. It's about an hour away from Atlanta. But they have a newspaper here. Prints once a week. And I am a reporter and writer for them. I'd like to transition into football at some point, but this has been an awesome first job for me. I get to practice my writing a little bit, practice some reporting skills, right? Work in the media industry, all that good stuff, make connections, meet new people, stuff like that. But it is actually not, believe it or not, my main work is not in football for right now. Now, if you ask me, my ultimate dream, genuinely, would be to turn this into a full-time job. It's going to require a lot of patience, right? I mean, you know, it's been a challenge for me to like try and balance Dr. Pigskin and trying to grow it right. And I'm so eager to jump in and like I see a video do well. It's so easy to get excited, right? But for right now, this is the patience phase, right? I'm just trying to get better with every video, stuff like that, build a community, connect with you guys, stuff like that. But yeah, you know, it's tough to like balance with a day job, and a day job that like sometimes you have to work like weekends. Sometimes you have to work nights, you know, like I almost missed the draft because there was like a debate for the sheriff election here that I had to go cover, right? You know, so stuff like that happens sometimes, but not to get all personal. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. Like, but yeah, that a long story short, my day job is I write for a newspaper. But that's a good question, though. I like talking about stuff like that. Onside kick has like a 5% chance of conversion. I missed something. I'm so sorry. I missed something. But the bank vault, it's open. It's open. Hey, no Jefferson score. You're still alive, game solved. You're still alive. Caden saying he only needs 90 yards from Williams. Oh, he might need to go crazy in the fourth quarter. They will be passing, though. You're absolutely right. They're going to be passing. Well, they have a little bit of time here in the third quarter, right? What's he at right now? I can't remember what the line is. I mean, I can do some math and figure out based off if there's 90 yards. They'll get about, I'm going to estimate, 5 or so plays here for the rest of the third quarter. Oh, I don't know. That one's going to be close. That one's going to make you sweat. Vegas always hits. They always know. I don't know how they do it. They always seem like when they set lines, I swear they have like a 90% hit rate of getting like yardage lines within like 5 yards or like the score. Like they always get it so close. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea how they do it, but they do. Lovato's friends parlay is alive. The Aaron Jones touchdown. Now he only needs the Raiders win. Oh boy. Desmond Ritter's got to come through for him. AJ with a good question. My favorite non-sports topic to report on. I really like writing features. I like when there's like someone interesting or noteworthy in the community, whether it's like, I don't want to say politician. Politician's not a good word to describe. Like someone from like the local government. Like for example, like one of the people on our county commission, like he's retiring, right? Like today was literally like his last meeting as a part of the county commission, right? So it's like cool to like tell someone's story, right? Like telling his story. Or like last week, it was a bit of a slow news week. So one of our front page stories was this like 12-year-old that found an extremely rare albino squirrel, right? There's like every 1 in 100,000 gray squirrels can be albino. Like it's incredibly rare. Some 12-year-old found one. And so I got to like talk to him and his mom. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, right? And like stuff like that. Civil servants, that's a good way to put it, right? Like these guys are not politicians. They're not like gunning for jobs in Washington. Yeah, they're like trying to like serve their community and stuff, you know. The government scene here is pretty chill, all things considered, which is nice. It's crazy. Like I'll go to the grocery store and I'll be like, oh, wow, that's the director of economic development just chilling at Ingles, you know? Like that actually happened to me. I ran into him once at Ingles, you know. It's a very small town where I live at. It's like 3,500 people. There's 29,000 people in the entire county, you know. It's a very big change from what I grew up with. You know, people think, oh, I'm from North Dakota. I'm from the middle of nowhere. Nah, Fargo is a decent-sized city, right? Athens, college town, right? It's different, but it's been an interesting experience. I'll say that for sure. But I would never envision myself, like, living here forever, you know, right? Like, I want to move to Atlanta at some point. But for right now, for my first adulting experience, it's been pretty good. Sebastian saying, don't worry, Doc. We have a secret camera inside your bedroom. You don't need to divulge personal details because we already know them. I've used my credit card to buy so many bottles of Orange Crush. No. Dang it. Michael saying Cleveland, Georgia clears Cleveland, Ohio. You know, no disrespect to either Cleveland. I actually like Cleveland, Ohio a lot. Granted, I was there for like literally a day. I was there for a day like a few years ago. Cleveland, Ohio is pretty sick. But you know what? Cleveland, Georgia is a fun time. Shout out Cleveland, Georgia. Putting them on the map. Oh, yeah. Now y'all know the city I'm in, the town I'm in, Cleveland, Georgia. It's a thing. There was actually one time I doxed myself on stream. This was like back in March. I pulled up Google Maps to show like where Cleveland was, and then I realized like my location was on it. There was a dot on my address. I was like, you know, sometimes it's nice to have. At that point, I didn't even have 5,000 subs. I was at like 1,000 subscribers. It's like, you know, sometimes it's nice to like not have that big of a platform. If that was like Speed or Kai Cenat, there would have been like people at their house the next day. Last play of the third quarter here for the Bears. DJ Moore. Hey, Pad those stats. Let me pull off the miracle. Ah, the massive orange crush stat. Nah, it's chill. Just as long as I get a few. Just save me like 4 cans of Orange Crush and we're chill, honestly. I prefer cans over bottles. If I could get just 4 cans of Orange Crush, you can have my credit card. It's all right. I think it's somewhere upstairs. I'll just go show it in front of the camera. We're just getting a silent shot of US Bank Stadium. Nice. They cut the music out. Here's US Bank Stadium in pure silence. Let's see how I'm doing in fantasy. That Aaron Jones. I have Aaron Jones in both my ESPN leagues. That's nice. Yo. There's no... Well, I'm not going to say anything. This Dynasty playoff game might be close after all. I'm up by about 6 points. DJ Moore. That DJ Moore catch actually was huge. There's no way I pull this off. Look at this. I'm too lazy to pull it up on the computer. I don't know if y'all can see this. Yeah, you can see this pretty well. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. We'll see. The other sleeper dynasty I'm in, it's over. I got killed. I got absolutely killed. I had Cooper Kupp in that league. It maybe focused a little bit. Sebastian saying, I don't know. When I feel like drinking soda, I feel like there's not enough in cans, but there's also a little bit too much in bottles. Yeah, I get that. I love just the cool crispness of a can, I think, right? And I'm not even like a big, like, I'm not like someone that's like super freaked out about microplastics. Although that, I'm sure that is a legit thing, right? It probably is better to avoid a bottle. You know, I've got this metal hydro flask insulated bottle. I love this thing so much. But like, man, it just tastes a little bit more fresh coming out of the can. Or like a glass bottle. Oh, if you get like the Mexican sodas at a grocery store from the glass bottle, that's good stuff right there. That's good stuff right there. I like that. Lovato asking, overall, how's America feeling about the Cowboys being trash? Is there a commotion or just people make fun of them? Oh, people just make fun of them. You know, the Cowboys are just like they're, when they're bad, people just like dunk on them for a little bit. But, you know, I'll always say, I think the NFL is a little more fun when the Cowboys are good, right? Especially because like the Cowboys, when they've been good, they'll still screw things up and they'll still choke in the playoffs. And then people that want to have their fun with the Cowboys, sure, they can go crazy then. I kind of like the Cowboys. I don't know. Rich, storied franchise, right? Something about the star, you know. I love Dak Prescott so much. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. You know, when the Cowboys are good and putting up points, you know, it's kind of fun. They're polarizing, but they're kind of fun, aren't they? It's not as fun when they're just bad, you know. It's not as fun for anyone. Oh! Unk still got it. Keenan Allen. Ho, ho, ho. Jeez Louise. Look at that. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. I know Joe Buck did not just say that. First third down conversion of the game for the Bears? There's no way. Man. AJ saying those mini cans are the perfect size for me. Just enough to hit the spot, but not enough to fill me up. Oh, yeah. Those mini cans are pretty nice. You know, I'm a sucker for like the zero sugar sodas. I have a case of zero sugar root beer in my fridge right now, actually. And I know some people say, actually, the zero sugar is not good for you either. Maybe. But if I'm going to have a soda every once in a while, I'm going to have the option with 0 calories. It makes me feel a little better about myself. Even if there's like battery acid in them. Allegedly. Incomplete. We'll take that. Sebastian saying that's why the glass bottle's clear. Yeah, those are nice though. If you don't have a bottle opener, they're pain to open, but you know, There was one time when I was in high school. I got a Fanta in a glass bottle. And like, I don't know, we went like me and some of my friends, we went to the park and I brought this with me and I did not have a bottle opener with me and I was like, well crap, now what? That was fun. But 1 for 8 on third down, 0 for 2 on fourth and 1. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Get loud. Get loud. As if this is doing anything. Oh, dog. That's the easiest false start of all time. Bro, I'm not going to try and pronounce this guy's last name, but I know he's from Yukon, right? And he grew up a Bears fan. That's his third penalty of the game, is it not? He's at a false start, a hold. I think he had one more penalty called on him. Cowboys have been trashed relatively often. There's not too much of a commotion. What happens every few years. It's not like we're just coming off the Tom Landry era. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to put it too, right? I mean, they've just, they cycle between, like, they'll have a few years where they're good, but then they, like, find a way to fall apart in the playoffs, and then just, like, oh, they're mid, you know. They've shot their own feet. Their feet are hurting because they keep shooting them. We're loading up the front. Get him. Get him. Get him. How did he escape? Double spin move. Still going. Oh, my goodness. He just throws it up. No. Okay, good. I was like, there's no way Keenan Allen is mossing him for the touchdown. What do we have here now? Another penalty down. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, when that play is alive for like that long, yeah, someone's just going to take off downfield. I know that's not on him again. I mean, they're going to decline it. Man. Oh, Caleb got killed. Wow, I am a little surprised they didn't call that, honestly. You know, they've called weaker hits, you know. I will say, easy for me to say, considering I'm wearing this. In defense, like, I mean, I guess Jihad Ward just shouldn't have hit him at all, right? But, like, Caleb did jump there. It's not like he picked him up. Here we go. Cairo Santos. For Brazil. He got it. He got it. Hey, it's not Cairo Santos's fault. He's not shooting his own feet. He's not shooting his own feet. Man, Caleb's now kind of hobbled a little bit, leaning over on the bench. Yeah, he got killed on that last play. Not ideal, but AJ saying, what I don't understand about the Cowboys is how Jerry Jones plays himself with these contracts. Yeah, and he takes so long to dole them out too, right? Like, they're honestly, like, they do a decent job at developing talent, and they'll hit on a draft pick every once in a while, right? But then he's just like, oh, I'm going to completely bungle these contract situations. And, like, I don't know. Like, the Dak thing, the Dak contract, that's fine, whatever. Like, I like Dak a lot. I think he's a good player. But, like, they have so much money tied up in just Dak, CD, and Micah now. And on the surface, like, that's fine because those are three really good players. But also, like, what they've built around them is not good, you know? And again, they feel like a team that, like, it feels like it's more likely that they're going to go down before they go back up again, right? Like, they're going to have a lull in the middle of, like, paying those three guys a lot of money. So it's going to be, like, they're going to have to, like, crush the draft now for the next few years, right? I don't know. They do not seem to be in a very good situation right now. I'm not very confident in the long-term, not long-term, like the 3-year outlook of the Cowboys does not look promising right now unless they just like nail their next head coaching hire. Cause like, let's just assume that like McCarthy's gone, right? Okay. Let's say they crush their head coaching hire and they have like a good draft or two. Yeah. They can get back into it. Does Jerry have that in him at this point? I don't know. We got Ron in here. Welcome back to the stream, Ron, the Cowboys fan, checking in, saying being a Cowboys fan is a form of self-loathing. I know this for a fact. Yeah, I think I've said this before too, but I will say, like, honestly, I don't know. Like, they're still like, as dumb as it is to like put stock into like the NFL memes Twitter page or whatever, right? But like there still seems to be a part of like this popular football culture of like, yeah, hating on the Cowboys. We all hate the Cowboys, right? I don't know. For me, it's like, okay, but like why? Like the Cowboys, like everyone hates the Cowboys because they hated them back in the 90s because they were really good, and they hated them back in like the 70s because they were really good, and like the America's team and all that, right? It's also like, dog, like honestly, they've been like a very snake bitten team for like 30 years now, you know? Like it's like, I don't know, like why is like a Titans fan like hating on the Cowboys, you know? Raheem looks sick in that pullover. I gotta say, I don't always love all like the official NFL sideline gear. Some of those Nike pullovers look sick. I hinted at this earlier. That Doug Peterson Jaguars pullover he was wearing yesterday. It's like, dude, I might need to get one of those. That that was sick. That Falcons one's pretty cool too. Man. All right, let's just kill this game off with a touchdown. That'd be pretty nice. Caleb was dancing the tango. Audio cut out. Someone saying a bad word, maybe? Well, no, the announcer's mic's cut out too. Jefferson, there you go. Just get him involved. Nice. That's the classic KOC. Let's just get Jefferson involved play. He did it again. What is this? I don't know. Sebastian with a good question, asking what my second favorite sport is. I think it's between baseball or soccer, to be honest. I would say those two are two of my favorite sports to play. I really like watching. Well, I say that. I haven't watched as much soccer recently. I love the atmosphere of soccer. I will say soccer's number two. That's tough, though. I love playing baseball, and I love going to live baseball games, too. Baseball's fine on TV, but I love like going to the ballpark and watching a baseball game. I'll like it's good background noise. I'll follow the Twins, and if they're good, I'll get locked in. Playoff baseball's sick. I do love soccer though, especially international tournaments. I definitely like the international game more than the club game. You know what? I will say soccer. I will say soccer. Oh, that's tough. I'll say soccer for watching on TV and going to a game. I'll say soccer for watching, baseball for playing. I love playing baseball. That was definitely my best sport. I'm not an athlete by any means. You know, that's why I'm doing this, right? But like I do love putting on the glove, going out there playing first base, getting on base. It is the beautiful game. Oh yeah. Man, I had a big soccer phase for a minute. I got like really into like UEFA, like the Champions League and all that. And I followed the Prem a little bit. I followed La Liga a lot. You know, I still keep tabs with it every once in a while, but I'm not going to lie. Like, I haven't watched nearly as much club soccer recently. And I'll definitely lock in for the international tournaments. It is a fun game to play too. No, I love just like playing like in the park or whatever, right? Bringing a ball. Oh man. I used to do intramural soccer back in high school. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. If you know, you know. There might be one person in chat that knows about intramural soccer. Man, that was a time. But and I played soccer in high school. My senior year, I was not good at all. I was not good, but I played. It was fun. It was fun. Oh, we got Christine in here. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Christine. Good to have you in here. Saying, sir, we need to get you a Falcons jersey. No, we really do. And I will say, I was literally just saying that. That's crazy. I was saying that like a few minutes ago. Falcons coach, the pullover he's rocking right now is pretty sick. I do need some Falcons merch though. I need like a Falcons jersey or like a cool pullover or something. The striker. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Christine knows. Yeah. I was not good at all, but it was fun. Darnold? Oh, that's PI, bro. Easy. We'll take that at the one. Sorry, Tyreek. Nice try. Sebastian saying, I'm the type of player where I'm not technically skilled, but I'm very good at harassing the other team on D. The Marcus Smart of casual soccer. I love it. Hey, everyone needs that, right? Everyone needs an enforcer. Yeah, that's awesome. Got to give it a chance to the Brazilian Soccer League one day. It's wild. Usually there are 6 to 12 teams with a real chance of winning the title. Nah, honestly, dude, that's so crazy. I'm trying to think of like some of the Brazilian teams right now, right? Like who's the big Brazilian club team? Oh. Oh, what's its name? I know it. I know it. There's a few, right? Isn't there one? I'm gonna butcher some of these, right? Is it Flamenco or is it just straight up Flamingo, right? Isn't one of the teams? I'm trying to remember the team that Neymar got his start on. Oh man, I would have like banged out like 6 Brazilian club teams even a few years ago, but now I'm drawing a blank. And I used to play so much FIFA. I used to play so much FIFA Ultimate Team. Nuts. Oh, who are like some of the big Brazilian club teams? But I like that. I like the parody of like that or like Liga MX or MX, MAX. I'm speaking Spanglish here, right? It's either MX or MAX, but like Santos. That's where Neymar was at, right? Palmeiras, Fluminense. I'm gonna butcher some of these. Fluminense, Botafogo. But yeah, Santos. That's where Neymar was, right? That's where he got his start before Barca. Stevenson continues to be the Vikings' secret again. This in the 4th down pick. Yeah. Let's punch it in though. That'd be nice. But yeah. He like tackled Addison. Bro, how did the Falcons game catch up to this game? This game's second half has taken forever. How are the Falcons like only 4 minutes behind now? Akers is in. Touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. You know, we'll take it. It's so like it sounds so ungrateful to be like this is an ugly win. This is an ugly 21-point win. But we can play better. I know we can play better. But hey, we'll take it. Oh, that's where Pele played basically his whole career. Yeah, and then he went to the New York Cosmos, right? When he was like 50 years old or something like that. Yeah, there have been a lot of injury stoppages, a lot of flags. It's just been a weird game. It's not been weird in the sense that like the Bears are gonna win by like 3 safeties or something, but they're showing the Raheem pullover again. But yeah, this game probably is over at this point. Yeah. We might transition into that Sprokel quiz here soon. How this game is looking. We just might. We just might. What are they talking about now? I guess they just got to show something on camera besides the dude writhing in pain. If we could just, get maybe a few more DJ Moore catches, that would be pretty nice. Dude, there's no way I actually pull this off. It likes my chances a little bit more. Hold on, Can I do it? The problem is, like, all it takes is, like, a big Brock Bowers catch and it's over. Brock Bowers finds the end zone, it's over. But, yeah, a lot of fantasy implications today. Game solved, basically lost after that Jefferson catch. That's tough. I knew I'd missed a comment from you earlier. But Eberflus was a good coach. Unfairly fired. The defense is trash now. I don't know about that. I will say though, he certainly was helping the defense. I think he'd be an interesting hire at defensive coordinator next year. I don't know. Maybe not quite head coach material, right? There just always seemed to be weird vibes around the Bears. Players were kind of protesting him. He made bad hires at offensive coordinator. Not a lot of buy-in necessarily. But yeah, he can coach a defense. There's no question about that. Whoever hires him as a DC, I think they're going to get a good one. There's going to be some good DCs out on the market. Him, I think Robert Saleh would be an interesting one. I've got a spicy one. Maybe this is crazy. Maybe this is a little crazy. But honestly, I don't know. Maybe not as a head coach. Give Brandon Staley another shot at DC. I don't think he's that bad. Just as a DC, I don't think he's that bad. When he has to be the head coach, maybe it's just a lot. And again, he's like, I don't know the guy, obviously, right? But just like based off what I've seen in like interviews and stuff, and I do have a weird fascination with Brandon Staley. He's another guy that's like, just let him scheme, right? He's a guy that can just scheme. I honestly thought he had good defensive game plans and some good ideas, even when he was with the Chargers. He outsmarted himself sometimes, absolutely, right? And overall, the Chargers defense underachieved with him. And it could be easy to say, well, you know, the year he was good with the Rams as their DC, like they had Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and they carried him. It's like, yeah, but it's hard. Like, it's hard to like have just like two players carry your defense. Like what Staley was doing schematically was different. Like he was rolling out defensive fronts that no one had ever seen before, right? He was the king of actually, we're going to have a lot of guys covering deep downfield. We're going to have two high safeties, but we're also going to have numbers against the run. Like I kind of like Brandon Staley. I don't know. I would love to see him get another shot as a DC. I think there's something in there still. I think there's still a good defensive coach in there. But that's my Brandon Staley speech for the day. But and I'll talk about Brandon Staley in my next video for something else. But there's a reason I know so like I have like done a weird amount of research on Brandon Staley specifically for this video. But even before that, I've always been fascinated by just an interesting character. But Pearchamp says, as a Packers fan, I think the Bears coach was unjustly fired. He deserves 5 more years. I was like, wait, where is he going with this? Okay, that makes sense. Matt Eberflus, lifetime contract, emperor of Chicago football. If Flores leaves, I want the Flus. I wouldn't hate that, honestly. I think Flus or Saleh would be crazy. Or what if KOC brought back his old buddy from the Rams? They weren't together on the Rams for a year, I think, right? Who knows? Who knows? Could you imagine if Brandon Staley was the Vikings DC next year? I think the overall reaction would be pretty negative. I wouldn't hate it. Yes, DJ Moore catch. Oh my gosh, that's actually big. That's 1.5 points right there. There's no way. In a perfect world, Flores stays another year. I don't know. That's going to be tough, I think. It's going to be tough. He's going to get some good offers. 15-3 Falcons over the Raiders. Yeah. Ritter just walked into what was almost a sack. Another DJ Moore catch. Yes. Another 1.2 points. Oh my gosh. Eberflus still has that timeout to use with his wife if he complains too much at home. Oh my gosh. He's going to be sleeping on the couch if he tries that. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if you're a coach and like, I don't know. You get upset at your wife. You're just like, time out. Yeah, you're sleeping on the couch after that. You might be sleeping outside. Oh, man. 3rd and 3. Oh! It's Dallas Turner getting the sack. Let's go. That's great to see. That's awesome. That's one of the highlights of the game right there. You love seeing the kid get a sack. Look, he just beat him off the edge. There you go. There's the tools that you're excited about, right? kind of goes against the grain a little bit. A lot of Alabama edge rushers, you think super well-rounded, super polished, super fundamentally sound, very productive, right? You think of Will Anderson. He's like the poster child of like an Alabama edge rusher, can just come into the league right away. Dallas Turner's a bit of the opposite, right? He's a bit more of a project. He's a raw guy, but a lot of tools. He was only kind of productive at Alabama. Still like a good player at Alabama, but it wasn't like Will Anderson's level or anything, right? But man, it's nice to see flashes like that. Sebastian saying, I need to see your Staley take. I know I saw it. I got to get to it, right? Sebastian saying, I definitely feel like the Packers could really use Staley as their defensive coordinator, head coach, general manager, majority owner, starting quarterback, etc. He should be the only person allowed, like, on the Packers at all. Like, he is the Packers. Like, every play, it's just him, like, running with the ball. You know what's funny is they like did like I think like they actually interviewed him for their DC spot this offseason, right? Because he and LaFleur are buddies. And I think they like at least considered him for DC. And I was like, you know, I would hate that. I don't think that would have been the worst hire. Halfley's been all right though. Halfley's been pretty good. LaFleur made a good hire, but yeah, survey says no. Will they convert a second, third down? Nah, they might not convert a third down the rest of the game. Which defensive coordinators have worked out as head coaches? Well, I mean, there's Bill Belichick. D'Amico Ryans is looking pretty good. I like him a lot. You know, maybe we need to switch that offensive coordinator up. Todd Bowles, all things considered, has been pretty good. He's maybe not quite the defensive mind he once was, right? But all things considered, he's worked out pretty well. Mike Zimmer was good for a while, right? Again, it wasn't always perfect, and he had his warts. But, like, yeah, he had some good teams and some really good defenses, right? You can think of plenty of examples. Definitely, like, the trend is to get the offensive coordinator, get the scheme lord, and, you know, you want to get a good schemer that's not going to leave because he's the head coach and you can't promote him. Sean McDermott, that's a good one, right? Yeah. Mike Tomlin, he was the Vikings DC. Yeah. So there's plenty of them out there, but, you know, everyone wants the offensive guy now. I get that. We got Ryan Asti in here. Let's go. Welcome back to the stream. Saying, yo. Good to have you in here. Hey, how about the Bucks, huh? How about the Bucks? Hey, Mike Evans might keep his streak alive after all. I'm rooting for it. That'd be pretty sick. Dan Quinn, you know, yeah, actually, yes. Pete Carroll was a defensive coach too. Pete Carroll worked out. Mike McDonald's looking pretty good right now. Did someone say Mike McDonald, right? Yeah. And Dan Quinn was good. Like, he got to a Super Bowl with Atlanta, and honestly, the Commanders, like, it's working. I thought it was going to be a disaster, and it's working, you know? Go Bucks, baby. Go Bucks. Yeah. And the Bucks, I mean, granted, the Falcons are going to win, but man, I think they got to be feeling good about where they're at right now. They feel like they're in a pretty good spot. Oh, the Bears losing streak. They still have not won since the Hail Mary. That's absolutely insane. How much their season changed off of just that. I mean, they were on a bit of a streak. Caleb put together some good games. It was like, wow, they're going to beat the Commanders after all. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, it just completely changed the course of their season. Man. Lovato saying, as a Vikings fan, which team would you prefer to face in the wild card, the Rams or the Bucks? Probably the Bucks. Oh, that's tough. I don't know. Stafford, I just respect Stafford so much. And McVay. Stafford, McVay, that is probably one of the very best coach quarterback combos in the NFL. You add in those insane receivers. Rams defense isn't amazing, but they do have a good pass rush. And, we saw, like, the Rams beat the Vikings, They're dangerous. And the Bucks would not be an easy matchup either, right? Mike Evans would be tough. Mike Evans against our corners is kind of a scary proposition, right? And that running game, like, I could see, like, Bucky Irving potentially having a good game against this Vikings defense. But I don't know. Stafford's a killer, dude. Stafford is a killer. I would probably lean Bucks. But either way, right? If the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl, they're going to have a tough road. At this point, I'm just like, screw it. Give me the Lions in the divisional, and then give me the Eagles in the championship, or the other way around, right? Give me the let's face the 1 and 2 seed, dude. Whatever, right? If we're really going to win the Super Bowl, like, we're going to beat those teams regardless. Give us the hardest road possible. Can we get this 3rd and 8? No. Wow. Shot out of a cannon. Pre-buy Caleb Williams was looking good. Yeah, and he's still there's still a lot in him, right? But yeah. Green Gandalf saying, I remember doing the research on whether having a DC or an OC as your head coach mattered for rookie QB outcomes. OC was definitely better. I believe it, right? Build that rapport for the young guy. Build a foundation. That makes sense. And, DCs, they seem to be a little bit older, more crotchety generally, Marvin Lewis, yeah. No, I mean, he kept him relevant. Maybe he didn't get him to the promised land, but he had a good run there. He did. Who would have thought? Who would have had the Commanders beating a team 8 straight times on their preseason NFL bingo card? Yeah, I mean, my NFL bingo card would have been a little wacky. Do you want to play the Bucs offense that is actually getting healthy and just put up 40 on the Chargers D? You want to play against the Bucs defense, though. That is, yeah. And I mean, you kind of want to play, oh, no. Blocked. I mean, whatever. We'll probably be fine. But, yeah. I mean, you kind of do want to play against the Rams defense, too, a little bit, I will say. I would not look past Tampa, though. And that's not just me saying this. Like, if the Vikings did get Tampa in the first round, I'm not saying, oh, let's go. We get the 4-seed AFC South win or whatever. I'm like, oh. We gotta show up for this game, That would be crazy. But the punter got killed there. Yeah. Goodness. We're gonna do it. I said we're gonna do it. We're gonna switch over. Oh, I still screwed up the screen. We're gonna do that quiz. Shoot. That's right. I gotta do it like this. Get a bit of a funky setup here today. Don't worry. It will not be like this for the rest of the season. Just today with the weird doubleheader and me being stubborn and not wanting to do double view, whatever you want to call it, multi-view. We're going to do the quiz. Shout out game solved, right? Let's see. Can I just sign in? Y'all about to see my name for real. That's chill. That's my Google account. Let's see. Did I friend game solved? If not, let me do that right now that I'm actually signed in. Don't think you can send links in YouTube chat, so just look up System QB and I'll find the quiz. This is you, right? Quizzes. Bang. All right, I'm going to drop you a follow here. Match the System QB to their stats. Let's go. According to sports media. I love this. All right, we got 10 minutes to do this. We'll watch this Caleb drop back. Oh, Dallas Turner almost got another sack. No, that's not DJ Moore. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. So we got 2009 Matt Schaub, 2008 Matt Castle, 2020 Ryan Tannehill, 2017 Wentz, 2023 Tua, 2017 Alex Smith, 2019 Jimmy, 2017 Bortles, 2017 Keenum, and 2023 Purdy. I actually think I could do a decent job on this. Okay, so Matt Schaub had the most passing yards because he led the NFL in passing yards back in 2009, right? 4,770. That looks right. So do I just drag it over like this, or how do I match this up? Oh, I see. Okay, so this is Matt Schaub, right? Matt Castle's going to be a lot lower down for passing yards. Brock Purdy was at around 4,200. Yep, this was Purdy right here. Yeah, he did lead the league. Andre Johnson led the league in receiving yards. That took me a while to come up with. 2023 Tua. Tua led the league in passing yards that year. He did. Okay, so I think we've got the top 3 now. Odunze almost scored. So we've got Schaub, We've got Tua. We've got Purdy. That seems right. Okay. Tannehill. This is where things start to get interesting. Wentz, this is right for Wentz because he had an insane amount of touchdowns, but, his yards wasn't as high because he didn't finish out the season. This seems right for Wentz. Alex Smith, 2017, I want to say he got to 4,000 yards, and I don't think any of the other guys did. Yeah, we're going to put Alex Smith right here. I think he just got to 4,000 yards. 5 interceptions makes sense. Yeah, Sebastian gets it. 5 interceptions makes sense, right? Because he didn't push the ball downfield a lot. All right, I think we've got our top 4 locked in right here. I guess Wentz gets bumped down. We'll figure out this one now. Could this be Tannehill? Could this one be Tannehill? Tannehill was pretty good in 2020. Keenum. Keenum would have been like here, I think, if I had to guess. Jimmy. Wait, no. This has got to be Wentz. Hold on. This has got to be Wentz, right? Because, yeah, the yardage is low because he got injured in, December. Okay. So we've got the bottom, and we've got, the top 4. Castle. Oh, Castle's going to be a tough one. Matt Castle's going to be a tough one. I'm going to say Matt Castle's around here, right? This was when he came in for the injured Brady. Keenan Allen just scored. It's chill, though. Bortles. Bortles' best statistical year was really, 2015, right? He actually had crazy counting stats this year, but obviously the Jaguars' best year was 2017. Was it 2016? No, I think it was 2015. Bortles had a crazy, he had so many garbage time yards to Allen Robinson. Tannehill did have 30 touchdowns. No, you're right. Did Tannehill have 33 touchdowns? He might have. This might actually be Ryan Tannehill. And then this must be Jimmy G. We'll say Jimmy here. We'll say Tannehill here. Castle makes sense here. And Keenum makes sense here. I think this is it. I honestly think this is it. Game Sol says he's pretty sure I have 5 right so far. I'm going to lock it in. No! Keenum! How was it Keenum that got me? Oh, my own guy. Keenum must have been here instead. He must have not had as many interceptions, right? There we go. We'll take that. We'll take that. A 9 out of 10. That was a fun quiz, though. That was a fun quiz. I like that. I like the matching up. I haven't done a quiz like that before. Lovato's got to head out, saying goodbye, Doc, and everyone chat. Have a great week. You too, Lovato. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, as always. That was fun. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Dude, yeah, you got to get some sleep. Hey, take care of yourself, man. You have a good day. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, we'll take that. That was pretty good. I'll give kudos. Oh, I don't have enough florins or whatever that is. Well, I'll rate it. There we go. Bang. I like that, though. That was nice. 2-point attempt, no good. True system QB enthusiast. What can I say, man? What can I say? Bro, how is the Raiders-Falcons game 8 seconds behind? That game's going to get done first. Oh my gosh. Part of me was like, let's go. Vikings game starts earlier. I'm going to get to bed a little bit earlier. Nope. Oh man. That's the weird quirk about this Vikings-Bears game is that it just is not going to end. Let's check in on fantasy. Please, please do not get it to Brock Bowers. Please. Wow. Hey, don't tell me, Sleeper, that I've got a 99% chance of winning. Don't tell me that. We don't know yet. Man, am I really going to pull this off, though? I'm up 7. It would take about a touchdown at this point. So the Vikings are probably just going to run the ball now with Cam Akers, probably, right? Maybe even Ty Chandler. bleed the clock a little bit. You don't take out all your starters, but like I don't know. I don't know that we need like Jefferson out there a lot, to be honest, right? Like we've had enough injury scares. Let's just get out of this game healthy, you know. Yeah. Bears players want to prolong the pain for their fans as much as possible. Man, now you know how I feel whenever you hype up the Lions. Yeah. Fair. Uh. Yeah, the the Raiders Falcons game is gonna finish first. It's actually gonna finish first. They're just Desmond Ridder is just dumping it off to Jacoby Myers for like 6 yards every play. Jacoby Myers is gonna win someone their fantasy league. Here's the cursed CGI nightmare. Sam Darnold pushing the sleigh. It's Santa. Santa Sam. Ho, ho, ho. Look at him throwing those footballs down the chimney. Yeah. Jefferson is grittying with his arms only. Do you got to do the legs? He's literally grittying like this. That's not a gritty. Yeah, there is Cam Akers. Can we turn Chew Clock on? Sebastian's going to head out. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Have a good night as well. Good to have you in here as always. A good one. AJ's going to hit the hay too. It's getting to be bedtime. No, it's past 11 now where I'm at, right? It's getting late. The games are winding down. Yeah. You have a good one, AJ. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Desmond Ridder dime to Alexander Madison. That was actually a decent throw. Nothing there. Bro, he like actually dropped that in the bucket. There's no way the Raiders come back, right? No. No. They do have all 3 timeouts. Hold on. If they score here, they do have all 3 timeouts. Wait, they're about to score. Because the live on ESPN thing in the top left, it just shows Raiders 9 now. They're about to score. Alexander Madison touchdown. Dude, what? This is like actually a game now. If the Raiders get a 3 and out, they have a shot. They have a shot. No way. Dude, I was about to like go to bed myself. We got to see how like this Raiders game ends now. There's Trent Sherfield getting the first down for the Vikings. Not a big stats game for the Vikings, but you know what? We'll live with that. Again, that's such like first world problems. Like, oh, Jefferson did go for 150. He had 7 for 73 and a touchdown, though. He still had a pretty good game. Whatever. Chase is going to get the triple crown. That's fine. I like Jamar Chase. No way the Raiders botched the extra points. I mean, not that it really makes a difference either way. Well, I mean, it doesn't really. But because they're down 6. But now if they miss it again, it's still tied. Oh, no. Xbox, do not turn off just yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm watching on the YouTube TV app on my Xbox to avoid the whole OBS YouTube TV thing. But I just need to like use my controller here for a sec to send a message that I'm not ready for it to shut off yet. Alexander Madison receiving touchdown. All right, that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll need to get this 3rd down if we want to just like keep the ball for the rest of the game, but that's chill either way. Wow. They're showing some nice like Jalen Johnson prop right now. 16 routes, 1 target, 1 catch against Jalen Johnson. Fair play, Jalen. Good performance on Jefferson. A little consolation for the Bears, right? A little bit of a consolation. Samuel Neeson, welcome back to the stream. Good to have you in here. Saying that extra point missed matters because the Falcons get a field goal. The Raiders are now down by 2 scores. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it would have been an 8-point game. No, you're right. Yeah, excellent point. Man. They're showing the weirdly sensual Gain laundry commercial on the Vikings broadcast right now. Bro, there's actually no way. No way. Red 1 is available to stream on Prime. The polar bear in Red 1 is so sick. I actually haven't seen Red 1, but there's something about the polar bear. I think his name is Garcia. It's like, let's go. That's a sick polar bear. Here we go. Raiders using a timeout. There's no way, right? There's no way, right? I haven't been following this game really that much at all. I mean, 15 points for the Falcons. That can't possibly be good. Man. They're showing the standings right now. I mean, if the Raiders pull this off, the South is over. It's been decided, you know. 2nd and 7. Let's see. I'm turning my chair now, looking at this game. Algier grinding. It's 3rd down. It's a money down for the Falcons. Raiders use their 2nd timeout. Say it ain't so. It's going to come down to this 3rd down. Do the Raiders have a miracle in them? Man. We might end up finishing first after all. We'll see. Well, we'll have a change of possession coming, but it's a race to see which game will be done first. I'll just hand it off. Yeah, I get that. Bears don't even have enough timeouts, so you could still milk a lot of clock and just punt it. Bears will run a few plays. Maybe a few more catches for DJ Moore just to be safe. Oh my gosh, it's batted at the line. Oh, there's a flag though. Hold on. Raiders batted it at the line, but there's a flag. Oh, are they going to get a roughing the passer? Oh, no. It's roughing the passer. No. The Falcons are going to escape. Robert Spillane. Well, I guess there's still 2:40. The Raiders still have a timeout in the 2-minute warning. But, man. Oh, no. He batted it down and then he hit him. Oh. Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. First and 10 for the Falcons. That field goal becomes a real thing now, right? Bijan, nothing there. I suppose we can try a field goal of our own. There you go. Good kick. 30 points for the Vikings. A weird way to get 30 points, but we'll take it. I think it's just because there wasn't like too many fireworks or explosive plays, but at the end of the day, it's like, shoot, we got 30 points. Man. The running game was pretty good. Let's see. What did Aaron Jones end up with? I know he didn't get like a crazy workload today, but 18 for 86. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. the Vikings stats as a whole shake out? How did Darnold? What does his numbers look like? Oh, it's all right. 40 attempts. Wow. 40 attempts. That's kind of surprising. He got to that many. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 231. Addison, yeah, Addison was busy. Hawkinson had a few nice drives. It wasn't flashy, but it got the job done. Jack's back in here, hates the Rams. Hey, it's gonna come down to that final week. I really think so. That might be the Sunday night game, final week of the season. 40 attempts for Darnold is crazy. Yeah, maybe not ideal. Don't need to be doing that every week, but yeah. I kind of like the Rams. I feel like that's well documented that I like the Rams, actually. Jack's going to the fantasy playoffs by the skin of his teeth, thanks to someone else losing by 10. Oh, the point differential. That's awesome. I love that. Let's go. Man, I really might win round 1. Unless the Raiders get the ball back and Bowers does something crazy. Oh, they've got the backups in. They've got Bagent in. They've got Tyson Bagent in. Why are they showing the Powerball on the bottom of my screen? Is this the Powerball drawing? Yeah, today's the 16th. I do not have a Powerball ticket. They're showing the Powerball numbers. That's how over this game is. Oh my gosh. Man. We'll switch over here to the Falcons Raiders game. We'll ride that one out. Why not? What the heck? We don't need to watch the rest of this. Let's switch over. I'm going to turn off my laptop so that I don't get it spoiled, because I think my laptop might be ahead. You're going to see me do something funny for a sec. Yes, I really had my laptop over there. I'm telling you, it's a weird setup today, but we'll live with it. Oh, man. Then after that, it's going to be time to go to bed. Whew. Oh, game solved with the real question. Any updates to my best rookie wide receiver list? Yeah, I'm dropping Ladd down to 3, and I love Ladd. I'm dropping him down to 3. Screw it. Give me Brian Thomas Jr., number 1, Neighbors, number 2. Oh, that's so tough. They're both so good. Oh, my gosh. Passes batted down. The Raiders are getting the ball back. Desmond Ridder has the chance. Oh, my gosh. Bro, this is insane. Desmond Ridder will have the chance for a game-winning drive. Dr. Socks reveal, yeah. Let's see, are my socks matching today? Let's go. That is a thing sometimes. Now we're chilling. I've got some nice-ish socks on. But yeah, the Dr. Socks reveal. Also saw my last name, Tionkson, for those that might be wondering how it's pronounced. I'm not Dr. Pigskin Tionkson. That's not my government name, but I'll go Brian Thomas 1. I have him on a lot of my fantasy teams. He's sick. He's so good too. Like, he actually might be the best too. He actually might be. Most wins since 1998. Darnold, our savior, will bring us to the promised land. How about it? How about it? Man, the Vikings really have 12 wins. I will say, I believe we did win 13 games in 2017. I believe we went 13-3 that year, and we went 12-4 in 2009. But this is still insane. I mean, we have as many wins as the Favre year. Like, that's crazy. In the Sam Darnold retool year, we have as many wins as '09. What a time, man. Oh, what if we got a Desmond Ritter Hail Mary? Please. Sorry, Falcons. Most wins in 14 games. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Yeah. Look at me jumping the gun. I couldn't wait to be. Well, actually. Need to let Green Gandalf cook. Bro, why do I think the Raiders are actually going to win this game? Hey, that would hit for the parlay too, right? Not mine, but, you know, people's. Did he get out of bounds? He did. Trey Tucker. Oh my gosh, why is this electric? This feels like, no disrespect to either team, but this kind of feels like a preseason game, but like a close preseason game where it's like, oh, this is fun. Like, like, like there's like a college quarterback out there like, oh, remember this guy? You know, remember Connor Shaw, right? Look at Connor Shaw try and lead a preseason game-winning drive. They're going to get a hold. Ritter's just going to chuck it into the dirt. Jack just wants to see his team win more than 9 games again. Oh, I feel like that'll happen, right? You just got to get, what, 1 more in the next 3? I shouldn't have said that. I'm thinking about their schedule now. Well, they have the Vikings. They have the Rams to end the year. I'm trying to remember who they have in between that. There is the whole quarterback health situation, you know, so there is that. But 9-8 for 3 straight years. Oh, more than 9 games. I can't read, dude. I can't read. Yeah, that is tough. 9-8's a frustrating spot to be at. Game Solve saying, is there a reason why Marv hasn't been mentioned as much this year? Play calling, quarterback targets. Is he playing well, getting ignored by the media since the play's not generational? I think it is like a mix of a lot of that, right? Early in the season, Cardinals were just kind of like, all right, Marv, you're either running a go ball or you're running a curl, and that's about it, right? They didn't get very creative with how they used him. And I get to an extent, like he's a bigger receiver. He's an outside guy. You want to do that, but like, get him some slants, get him some digs, right? Get him some drags, get him some easy stuff too. And they still haven't quite done that yet. But I think he's been good. Like when you watch him play, it's like, okay, this is a good wide receiver. Oh, the ball's out. It's incomplete. Like I'm not worried about him, but no, he hasn't been like rookie Jamar Chase or rookie Justin Jefferson. And that was the bar. And I was even thinking maybe he could get there. No, not this year. But I think he's going to be a good receiver. And you know, like even if he has like an Amari Cooper career, that might be seen as like a letdown. Nah, if you get an Amari Cooper career from him, that's great. Amari Cooper's awesome. Seahawks without Geno are going to lose out. They might, but Jack is saying they're optimistic about his injury. That's good. Yeah, Sam Howell's not it. He's just not it. 4th and 3. Here we go. And the play clock is going to run out on 4th and 3, and they don't have a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 8. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Here we go. 4th and 8. Can the Raiders keep this game alive? And oh, we got it. Also, that's not Alexander Madison, is it? That's not Alexander Madison. It's chill though. Bro, I thought for sure that was another Kirk versus the Giants moment. It's like, oh, we're throwing it short. He got it. Oh my gosh. 26 seconds. We might actually see a Desmond Ritter Hail Mary attempt. Here we go. This is what I need to end my night right here. Deep ball. It's caught. Oh, they got to hurry to the line and spike it. They get the spike. 10 seconds left. Same question, but with Xavier Worthy. He's played a little bit better these past 2 weeks. I don't know. He's small, and so he's kind of limited in what he can do, right? I will say the Chiefs have been pretty good about being creative and using him, though, right? They get him really involved in the run game. They scheme a lot of stuff up for him. I don't think he's bad by any means, but I don't think he's like this ultimate game changer, like, oh, he's going to bring the deep ball back necessarily, you know. You're going to take a couple of shots for the touchdown. Raheem's going to call a timeout. Raheem is like, dude, I cannot lose this game. Otherwise, I will be on the hot seat. Not in that they would fire me and I'd be one and done. But, like, this is the kind of game that people will remember. And, like, man. Game saying that seemed promising for him due to the Chiefs' injuries at wide receiver, but he hasn't been the productive wide receiver with Mahomes that he should be. Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man. Three-man rush. Ritter will roll. Is he just going to take one shot for all the glory? Oh, they have one more chance. They'll have one more chance. He just chucked it. He just chucked it. One more shot at the end zone for Desmond Ritter and all the glory. You know if they score, they're going to miss the extra point. Raheem is like, get me out of this game. I like Raheem too. That's it. Like, I don't know. I want Raheem on the Falcons to work. He seems cool. He's like, get me out of this game. Ritter for the win. Oh, it's picked. It's picked. I thought it was caught for a sec. That's why I sounded. Look at that. The Falcons survive. Jesse Bates with the pick in the end zone, and that's going to do it. There you go. Game solved's a good question. We'll wrap up with this one. I like this one. Saying I might have asked this before. I don't know. I've seen this one. Which NFL rookie do you think will grow the most in year two? Whatever. I'm going to do it. I'm going to shout out my favorite team. Dallas Turner. I don't know. He's shown enough flashes here in year one, right? As I was saying earlier, a bit of a project guy. Great tools, super long, freak athlete, right? Trust this coaching staff. They really, really like him. KOC has said, like, he's higher now on Turner than he was even, like, after they drafted him. He said that, like, a few weeks ago, right? I don't know. I could see a big leap in him eventually turning into, like, a premier dude, and then, like, Van Ginkel becomes more of a, like, high-end rotational piece. That's, I think, the perfect world for the Vikings, but good play by Jesse Bates. But we're going to wrap it up here, man. I feel like I'm running on fumes at this point. I'm pretty tired. It's 11:27. We had 2 games going on and a very active chat today. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I'll be honest. I'm trying to think of when I'll be going live again. I don't know that I'll be going live on Thursday night. That is a pretty juicy matchup, but I've got a lot of stuff to get done. You know, I've just got to finish up some holiday prep, stuff like that. We'll see. Maybe I will. We'll see. But and then I'll be pretty busy this weekend. But I mean, I'll let you guys know. You guys read the community posts and all that. It's all good. But yeah, we'll find a time, and we'll have that Dr. Pigskin holiday party at some point, even if it's after Christmas. That's okay. Just sometime, you know. But thank you, Pear Champ. You take care as well. All of you guys, take care. You guys have a good night. I'm going to make this quick because I'm tired. I need to lay down in bed. I am so tired. But I hope you all have a good night. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. As always, you all have a good one. Until next time, the doctor is out. Skol Vikings.